Okay, really quick, drop in the chat where you guys are from. San Jose, Vegas, LA, Charlie, Norco, what's up, girl? I'm from the IE too. Raised in the IE, I'm from Mobile. Okay, for my local folks, stay tuned because we do have an in-person workshop that we're doing next month. It's going to be fun. It's a business mixer / there's going to be an open bar, and we're going to be talking about grant specialists. So somebody's going to be there that specializes in grants. Q4 is super important, but I'll talk about that more later. Okay. Let's get into it. Yes, so if you guys are in the area, there are virtual seats for that. I'll talk about it later, but it's just so important to understand grants. You know, I know in high school, I could have used some college scholarships. So if you guys ever needed scholarships, but you never took advantage of the scholarship system, more than likely you're not going to take advantage of the grant system for business owners. So that's why it was important for me to make that workshop, and that's in person. There are virtual seats, but it is an in-person workshop. I want it to be like a business mixer type thing. Okay, let's get into it. Really quickly, I want you guys to come off the screen. Don't hide behind your camera. You guys, if you know me, I'm always encouraging you guys to show up for yourself, show up for your business. It's super important that you dead those fears. Shannon, there you are, girl. Dead those fears of, you know, not being good enough, not looking good enough, like bump that. You are the brand, you are the business, show up in every way. Okay, so this content to coins is a little different because it has some Black Friday stuff mixed in it. She said, I can't wait, boarding my flight. The reason why I want you guys to be aware of Black Friday is because this could really increase your revenue if you just follow this strategy. 20% off services is not enough. Everybody doing 20% off, okay? Right? So we want to make sure that we are really understanding the behavior, the sales psychology behavior around what we're saying and the goal that we have.
And put yourself in a
so I'm going to break that down for you guys today. All right, let me know if you guys see my screen. Everyone can see the screen? Okay. So this is the Black Friday edition of this. I want you guys to follow these strategies because they work. I mean, I'm not going to sit here, waste my breath, waste your time on shit that just don't work. Because even if you walk out of this webinar, it does not matter. You're coming in one type of person, you're leaving a whole nother type of person. So follow these strategies because they do work. The next thing I require of you guys is to pay attention like you paid to be here. A lot of business gurus and stuff don't do free live webinars because people want to deal with people that got skin in the game. For me, I'm always going to have a lot of gems to share. I never gatekeep because I do love owning a business. And if that's your goal, I want to see you get there. Okay. So if your goal is to turn your side hustle into your main hustle, you are definitely in the right room. Jeanette's here. At some point, the reason why you wanted to turn your side hustle into your main hustle is because you realized a few things. You don't want to spend your days building up somebody else's dream. Every time I went to work at my 9 to 5, I was literally dying inside, growing somebody else's dream, pushing somebody else's agenda. That's just not what I want to do. And then you realize you work all week long just to get 2 days off? No, thank you. Like, no damn thank you. I want to be able to build my own schedule that fits around my kids' needs. Okay. So if I would have had this when I was a broke single mom, things would have been a lot easier for me if I would have known that I could and should run my own business. And at the end of it all, you're tired of being overworked and underpaid. Just drop in the comments. If you are still working 9 to 5, drop in the comments what you do. And tell me if you're ready to leave. Because that's the goal. Like, I'll never tell somebody to quit their 9 to 5, especially if they got kids and a mortgage. I know I didn't do that. I actually stayed at my nursing job for 2.5 years before I even left. But if your goal is to eventually leave, please believe under my guidance and help, that is where you're going to go. Girl, we are gonna get you out of that dancer life and be in your salon full time, girl. And I get it, you know. I have a lot of friends in the industry, same thing. They trying to get out. So drop real quick which one you are. I'm ready to leave my 9 to 5. Number 2, I got a product that ain't selling. Number 3, I have the service but need more clients.
Who is also the energy minister.
Shannon said, I'm ready to go. Or it could be all of them. Drop all if that's the goal. So for anybody that stays till the end, you will receive this ebook. When I say that I make money in my sleep, it's because I follow everything in this ebook. Everything. I automate my systems. I have an automation for everything, including my DMs, my chats, my comments. So understanding how to automate everything will help you not get burnt out. How many of you guys are burnt out in your business? Okay, so anybody that stays till the end, they're going to get this. Aisha, just stick around, you'll get the link. Okay, so if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm all about mindset. I'm huge on mindset because I truly believe that the mindset that you have today is what's going to get you to your goals. If you don't feel like you can make 6 figures in your side hustle, do I think you're going to make 6 figures? Absolutely not. You're just not. Just based on the strength and power in your thoughts and words. If you continue to say stuff like, I'm broke, or when you're presented with an opportunity that could change your life, you're like, I don't got that right now. You can't. The moment I stopped saying I was broke and I changed it up with, I'm going to find it, I'm going to get it, my life changed completely.
That's like so
Completely. So I want to talk about the mindset that you have today because it could very well be the thing that's standing in the way of your success. So the one thing I want you guys to consider is gratitude. If today you wake up and you're like, I'm just grateful to be alive, my bills are paid, I got food in my belly, and I got clothes on my back, my kids are healthy, I'm healthy, everything that happens after that is abundance. If you constantly feel like I don't have enough of this, I don't have enough clients, I don't have enough money, I don't have that, those are just thoughts and words you keep putting into your space. Do I think you will end up having abundance if you keep thinking of the lack? Absolutely not. So in the instances that you find yourself thinking that way about your life, switch it up. I don't have enough clients, but I'm going to go make a flyer on Canva. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Stop putting spells in the universe about your problems without a solution. Never end a sentence on a negative note. My business is slow, period. Sad. Look at your energy. Just say it real quick and then spit it out your mouth. Say, my business is slow. Spit it out. Look how your energy just depletes. My business is slow. Oh, sad. Okay. Or my business is slow, but I'm going to go make a flyer. and I'm gonna go post about it real quick on Instagram, or I'm gonna go hit up everybody in my phone book. Everybody here right now that has a skill has a six-figure business, the potential for a six-figure business. But let's say your radiator went out in the car, 500 bucks. Damn it, I need to get 500 bucks. If you only work 9 to 5, you'd have to wait for your paycheck to come. Everybody in this webinar has a skill. If you needed $500, do I think you can be like, hey, I'm doing brows for 250 bucks this week, but you have to book this week. And you hit up everybody in your DMs that's asked about your brows before. You hit up everybody in your phone, like, you got to do it this week though. I'm taking, I have 2 appointments. One's on Thursday at 3 p.m. The other is on Friday at 1 p.m. Let me know which one you want. Flash sale. And then you can say something like, I'm just offering this to you because you're a loyal client, or, you know, I know you really wanted to get your brows done, so I'm offering this to you. But let me know because somebody else already hit me up about the other spot. Do you see what I'm saying with the way I'm closing, with the urgency? Make them feel like, hey, this is just for you. It's an exclusive offer, but you got to move fast. You don't want to say those words exactly because then you sound like a used car salesman. You guys get what I'm saying? Comment yes in the chat if you understand that framework. Okay, so this is the portion of the webinar where I'm going to give you, if you are looking for permission to be delusional at anything, dream your most delulu dream. Because if you would have asked me 10 years ago where my life would be, I promise you it would not have anything to do with what I'm doing right now. I would have never thought I could open a med spa. I would have never thought I'd have a successful online school like BBADA University. I would never have thought that me starting that business in my son's room would lead to all of these amazing things. But it's because I literally decided I could. So again, for the next 30 days, I challenge you to only speak good things about yourself and your business. If every day up until today, you beat yourself up, you're like, my business is slow, I have clients, I don't know if I could do this anymore, blah, blah, blah. Do I think at the end of those 30 days, you're gonna love where your life is and you're gonna love where your business is? Absolutely not. Like, there's just no freaking way. And you know, when I was younger, I don't know, but I had like an opposites. I don't know if anybody resonates with this. I used to be like, okay, if I say it's gonna be a bad day, then maybe it'll be good. Bitch, what? I used to really say that to myself because I was so tired of being disappointed that I just lived in my disappointment. And if it got better, then cool. Like, I'm not disappointed. Stop doing that to yourself. It was like opposite day. Like, if I say it's gonna be bad, shit might be good. Like, no, that's not healthy. There's no such thing as opposite day. So we got to go. And even if the day does not pan out in the way that you want it to, it's always a lesson behind it. Okay. There's always something good behind a lesson, a hard lesson. So we're never saying we're taking losses. We're only taking lessons. Okay. We got to stop saying, I took an L. I took an L. The L is not loss. It's for lessons. Comment amen if you understand. We are never taking losses. We are only taking lessons. Okay. I love these. These are my favorite affirmations. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this or take a picture of it. I say these every day, twice a day on the days that I feel shitty. Real talk. So I want you guys to come off your mic and say it with me. Mindset is everything for me. So yes, a portion of this is dedicated to mindset. I want you guys to be motivated and ready to learn before we get into the lesson, okay? So come off your mic real quick and let's read it together. And I don't care if your husband and your children and your partner are looking at you. I don't care if you're driving in the car, just you drive safely. Okay, number 1. I am worthy of everything I'm willing to work
I'm
hard
worthy of
for.
everything I'm willing to work
worthy
hard
of
for.
everything I'm willing to
Willing
I'm
to work
willing for
for.
everything I'm willing to work for.
Let's go. Okay, number 2. I need a little more gusto from you guys. I know it's a good day, but I need some energy. Let's go. Number 2. I am
I
a
am a value
Value
in everything I touch becomes better.
hands up, invite it into your space, bring it forth into you. Okay, number 3. This one's my favorite money manifestation. So say it loud and let the universe hear it.
I am a magnet for money, and it comes to me easily.
Go. Okay, number 4. My words and
Words and thoughts
Hold so much power. That's why I never use them against myself.
against myself.
you guys understand that? Number 4 is tough, but our thoughts and our words hold so much power in them. And we need to be responsible for the way that we use it. I don't even say shit like, damn, my day's already messed up. If I'm having a bad morning, I don't say stuff like that. Because now I just said the whole day's messed up when it could have just been a rough morning. I'm having a rough morning, but you know what? I'm changing my energy and it's going to be better for the rest of the day. Like, we really have to be responsible for our words in that respect. Okay. Next thing we want to do, Jolene, can you mute? Oh, no, wait, don't mute. Last one, and this one's really important because during my healing journey, it was very for me to say this to myself. So after this webinar, every day, please, in the morning, after you brush your teeth and you pee, look hard in the mirror and say this to yourself. Okay, so number 5, let's go real quick. I am enough. I think it's real. It makes me cry every time I say it because it's really hard to say that. You know, I feel like a lot of us, especially women, don't feel like we're enough. We don't feel like we're doing enough. We don't feel like we're doing enough as moms. We're doing enough as business owners. And unfortunately, a lot of us grew up not knowing what the word enough meant. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So if nobody else feels like they can tell you you're enough, you got to be the one to tell you, I am enough. I'm doing enough. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So every day, I want you guys to say this. And I've been in therapy for about 3 years now. And it still like makes me feel some type of way in my chest when I got to say I am enough. Okay. But it gets easier. And the first time I did it, I like ugly cried, like in the mirror. Like, so if you start booger snot coming out of your, it's okay. Take that in. Crying is not weakness. Crying cleanses the soul. Water is intended to cleanse. Water is meant to clean, to purify. So God gave us tears for what? To cleanse our space, to cleanse our soul. I don't know who put the belief system in our brains that just because you cry, you're weak. Actually takes a stronger person to be able to live in whatever emotion they're feeling without trying to go straight to anger. How many of you guys got hot heads here? Because I know I grew up like, we ain't living in sadness. Bye. We going straight to mad and angry because that shit's uncomfortable. I'm not going to be sad. I'm going to go straight to mad because who wants to be sad? I know a lot of you women, and I'm telling you right now, I'm so honest on my social media that majority of the women in my space are like-minded energy women. There's something in my past that resonates with yours. So I know y'all got a little bit of a temper for sure. Healing, not healed. Okay. But do those affirmations. They really help. So before we even start, can I give you guys a gem real quick? Can I show you a little something? Okay. I want you guys to run this play. This is one that you could do all times of the year. I am looking to help blank women achieve their goals. This is for any time of the year. This is what it's going to look like for Black Friday. I am looking to help 5 women achieve their business goals before Black Friday. So if you guys are looking for students, I'm looking to help 5 women start their brow business before the end of 2024. And the reason why it's important to have all of these lead generators, I'm going to give you a bunch today, a bunch. Take it all in as best you can, write some notes. So I want you guys to do this really quick on your stories. I'm looking to help 5 women achieve their body goals before Thanksgiving, if you're a semaglutide girly. Okay? I'm looking to help 5 women achieve their brow goals. I'm looking to help 5 women lose 9 pounds before Thanksgiving instead of gaining 9 pounds at Thanksgiving. Comment me if that's you. If you need help coming up with one for your specific business, please drop it in the chat real quick. If anyone needs help, go ahead and drop it in the chat. If you want to share your idea with everyone in there, drop it in the chat. For body sculpting, I'm looking to help 5 women achieve their waistline goals before the holiday season. Brazilian wax. Make that one cute and sexy too. Like, I'm looking to help 5 women. Oh, okay, for Brazilian wax, since it's a little more catered to, you could say, I'm looking to give 5 women a discount on their Brazilian wax between this date and this date. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people already come to you, Sophia. So Serena, vitamin infusion. I'm looking to help 5 people with vitamin deficiency get right. I'm looking to help 5 people feel better about their, body before Thanksgiving. You guys always have to give. Okay, so the reason why I use the number 5 is because 5 is an ambiguous number. If you use 6, okay, if you use 6, they're gonna be like, oh, there's a lot of people. That's a lot of space. I'll come back later. If you use 3 and they see that a lot of people have liked it or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh, all the spots are gone already. You guys get what I'm saying? 5 is such an ambiguous number that it could go either way. They'll shoot their shot. Okay, they'll shoot their shot. For semaglutide, I always do that. I'm looking to help 5 women achieve their weight loss goals. Look good, feel good, do good, buy, and then give a date. For this one specifically, you could do Thanksgiving. Tish, same thing for fat dissolve, okay? Same thing for Hyaluron Pen. All you have to do is just swap it out. I'm looking to help 5 women get their lips hydrated and juicy before their holiday pictures. So think about the time that we're in, okay? People are taking holiday pictures for their family. They need their brows done. They want to look good. So even when it comes to, we are a beauty service industry. Doesn't matter if you're a beauty professional or med spa owner. We are here to promote enhancement of their natural beauty. So make sure that you're really tapping into that because of the holiday season. People got Christmas parties. They got all this going on. Utilize that in your advantage. And then utilize that for Black Friday, because that in itself is already urgency. It's like you don't even have to say a lot because people are already in the mindset of buying. Okay, well, I want you guys to run that play. Make sure you put it in your stories. This is done on your stories, okay? So this is Charlie. Charlie's in the chat. I met Charlie at PMU Women of Color Conference in Cancun. I was a guest speaker there, and I gave him the same play to run. She ran the play. And this is what I mean about execution based. Everybody was invited to this webinar, and y'all should have been ready to execute, because this is not just one of them things where you're just going to sit and listen. I'm going to have you doing some shit, and some of it might be uncomfortable for you guys, especially if you're not used to showing up on your social media. Okay, but Charlie ran the play. By the end of my portion of speaking, we went on break. I saw her and she came up to me and she's like, girl, I got 60 leads on Facebook and 15 in her DMs, 75 hot leads. A lead is anybody that asked about your business. So I want you guys to do the same thing. Utilize your Facebook, utilize your personal Instagram. If you don't have that many followers on your business Instagram, start using your initial network of friends of family, friends of friends, friends of family, and then it just gets wider and wider, okay? So, and I think she said, Charlie, are you in here still? Drop in the chat. I think last time she was on the webinar, she said it was like over 100 leads by the end of the day. How many of you guys would love 100 leads for your business in one fucking day? That's crazy. That's life-changing. So drop life-changing if that's something that you want in your space. 100 leads. Okay? So these are things that people hardly ever share on social media. They just don't. You don't see the watches, the cars, the bags. You'll see all that because that's a different type of sales psychology tactic that they use. But this is the real life shit. Okay? I did not come from money. I did not marry money. I'm came from the mud. I was a broke single mom at a very young age. I have student loans coming out my neck because that's the way our system is set up, that they target women and, you know, young ladies and people of color and, you know, people in a specific socioeconomic status. And then now you got hella student loan debt. We don't even understand the student loan debt system, that it's not ever something you can pay off. I've had failed side hustles. I've had failed friendships from business. How many of you guys thought it was a good idea to start a business with your friend? Drop me in the chat. How many of you guys actually are thinking about doing this? And I'm gonna tell you right now, do not do it. So I'm just saying, if you want to do it, great. But you better be having some clear ass boundaries and expectations. Everything needs to be on contract. Do not do no shaky shake shit and think that it's going to go the way you think 2-3 years from now. Because you got to look at it like a marriage. Okay. If you don't want to marry this person and see them every day, now you're stuck in a 3-year lease with them. And now you guys don't like each other. Now both energies are all messed up. She's looking at you. You're looking at her. You're like, this bitch breathing again. Fucking get out of my space. Like, is that what you want? Because that's what could happen. So if you are going to start a business with a friend, the only thing that I ask you is to be real with yourself. Why do you think you need a business partner? Are you doing it because you really want to do it with them? Or are you doing it because you're scared to fail by yourself? Be real honest, okay? But 10 out of 10, do not recommend. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now how I went from broke to broken to healing and hustling. Because I do believe that society has different structures in place for people. Black people, brown people, Asian people. There's different structures in place to keep people broke and broken. Think about it. Why is it so hard to get mental health help? I got to go in back of my damn card, my insurance card. It's a whole different number that I got to call. The damn medication is barely covered. Like, they want to keep you broken. They want to make sure that you stay broken. Because once you're broken, if you feel like you're broken and you can never fix yourself, you're going to stay broke. And even in the off chance, like let's say you're a broken person and you find your way out of the mud and you're making money, you're going to have habits that you take in with money. So that's where people start ODing. That's where they start drinking excessively. They start gambling. And now what? Because they didn't take the time to do both. Healing and hustling is important. If you are trying to stop being broke and broken, you got to do the work to heal and hustle. Because I promise you, getting out of the mud is not hard. Anybody that grew up in poverty, that grew up poor, they have their own trauma. I promise you, it's not hard to get out of the mud. Getting out of the mud is one thing. When you stand up from out of that mud, guess what? You still got mud all over you. That's trauma responses. The poverty mindset, when you get a little bit of money, guess where you're going to be? You're going to be a fucking Louis Vuitton, Gucci, like my dumbass was, thinking I was special. Oh, did you want some champagne, Miss Cakeland? Yes, thank you. I'm so special. But imagine not having any money before and then having all this money and not having to worry, not checking my bank account like, damn, is my card going to get declined? Like, I didn't have to do that. I did not have to do that. So it was a different vibe. And we're going to talk about that little champagne that they gave me as well, because that is also a sales psychology tactic. I just thought I was important and special. Absolutely the fuck not. I was just the dumb bitch. I was going to go spend money that day. And they fucking knew it. They fucking knew it. I was invited to all the private events at Gucci at South Coast. Like they would send me little gifts. I had somebody literally texting me. I had a Balenciaga rep in Hawaii and in LA. I was not special. I was unhealed from my poverty trauma. So let's talk about that because I want you guys to use, once you make money, you're going to make money. Do not spend it on dumbass shit. Save it, buy property. We're talking about generational wealth. Don't waste it on that shit, okay? So who am I? I am somebody that makes 50K a month as a entrepreneur of multiple streams of income. I was somebody that used to make 100K a month, but I'm gonna give you guys a gem right now. Not all money is good money if it's gonna fuck up your peace. When you see people saying, oh, I make 100K a month, this, and that. When I tell you that I was literally paying with my soul. If I would have knew back then, because that became a goal for me when I saw like, oh, my friends are making 100K, shit, I think I can do that. So when I started my business, it was all about like, I want to help people. I want people to feel great about their brows. And then somewhere down the line, I saw my friends do, and I was like, I think I can do that too. And my energy shifted. It wasn't at the space of like, I want to help people. It was like, I'm trying to hit this number. And I was hitting those numbers. But when I tell you that it's going to cost you more than you would have ever paid. So I'm back making 50K, 60K comfortably, not having to not spend time with my kids, not having to miss baseball games. I'm good here. If hitting 100K is your goal, you can very well do it. I promise you. With the steps that I'm going to give you here, you can very well do it. But just make sure it doesn't cost you your peace, because your peace is priceless. Okay. I am a business coach. I'm also a mentor. I'm a public speaker, and I'm a content and business strategist. So I've helped numerous amount of entrepreneurs, beauty professionals, med spa owners grow their business and their clientele. So full transparency, if you guys have ever been to a webinar, a free webinar, you guys already know, like half of you have done it. So you're like, when's this bitch gonna try to sell me something? I know she's gonna try to sell me. So I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm gonna sell you something at the end, but not before I give you value. I'm going to give you guys so much free game that even if you feel like I'm not in a space where I want to invest in my business, you are still going to learn so much. You are going to walk out of here with so many things to execute for Black Friday, but I am going to sell you something. Okay. So let's just talk about the elephant in the room and we're going to move on from it. Okay. So let me tell you what happens when you let fears run your business. If you are scared to how many of you guys scared to show up on social media? Like you are not trying to be there. You do not want to do it, Shannon. But I saw your reel.
I'm working on it. I will tell everybody in the room. I'm working on it. Jackie and I met at another mutual friends event a couple of weeks ago, and she probably doesn't even know it, but you said something like, why wouldn't you want to be on social media showcasing your business for free? Like, who else is going to do it? And that little point stuck with me. And since then, I have been more present. So I
did see it. I commented. We love it. Proud of you, girl. Proud of you. So what happens if you don't show up on social media? These are your options, guys. As a small business, you have two options to grow your business. You either have capital to spend on ads. You don't want to show up? Great. I hope that your SEOs are SEOing. I hope that you got money for your ad spend. I hope your ads look great. I hope you know what to write on your caption. I hope that you got that down on lock. But if you don't have the money, like I did not have money for an ad. I didn't even know the importance of fucking ads when I started. All you got is free 99 Instagram.com. It is free. It is free to show up on lives. It is free to post a reel. It is free to make a post. It is free to do that story play that I gave you guys. But you have to remove the fear. You can't, and this is one mindset that I want to plant in your guys' head. How many of you guys have kids or plan to have kids? Or you have family that you love? I am so transparent on my social media, and a lot of gurus will be like, this bitch talk way too much about a lot of different things. You know, she ain't niche nothing. But the way I use my social media is very simple. I use it as a diary of my life so that if I were to die tomorrow, my kids can always look back and be like, I hope they watch one of my lives where I'm crying and talking about a problem that I had. I hope that it helps them. Like, oh, my mom said this, you know, a while ago. Or I hope they're like, look at my mom doing her fucking thing. She used to dance. Now she's in a wheelchair in the corner. Like, look at her dancing. It is a diary of my life. Or like when people, you know, older people back in the day, like, you don't know me back in my heyday. I'd be like, look at my heyday. It was literally on bbaddie.rn. So use it as a way to create memories. Be super proud. If you are non-confrontational as a person, what do you think happens in your business? If in your personal life you are scared to confront people, you just sit there and take it. They got you feeling some kind of way. Guess what's going to happen in your business? If you are non-confrontational in your personal life, you are going to lack policies and procedures in your business life. You are not going to want to ask for deposits, or you're not going to be able to enforce late policies in the way that you should, because you haven't healed that part of you that can stand up for yourself. But I promise you, your business is going to test you in so many ways. Like Shannon did not want to do social media. Guess what? She's showing up. She said, fuck that. We're doing it. Okay. If you are non-confrontational, guess what? Your business, after you get the third no-show because you didn't want to ask for a deposit, guess who's going to start be asking for a fucking deposit? Guess who's going to start asking for a deposit after their third no-show because they refused, they were too scared to ask? Your business is going to call on you to be your bravest self, but you have to answer it when it does, okay? If you are constantly comparing your work to someone else, guess what's going to happen? I promise you, if you are doing that to yourself in your business right now, in your past, maybe in your childhood, you grew up being compared to somebody else. I'm telling you right now, a core memory of mine was my mom picked me up with my aunt from school. It was me and my cousin, and it was report card day. And she said, Jackie, how come you have a bunch of S's and Janelle has a bunch of O's? Satisfactory and outstanding. And I was like, damn, bitch, like, what the fuck? You know, like, but that stuck with me. I was like 7 or 8. I'm fucking 40 years old and I still remember that. So guess what I started doing when I started running my business? When you grow up in an environment where you are constantly compared to other people and the lack that they feel that you have, you do it to yourself first as a form of protection. So if somebody said, so I'm over here looking at so-and-so's work like, damn, my brows don't look like hers. I don't want to post it. So if somebody were to be like, Jackie, like your brows are not like hers, it's like a form of protection. Like, bitch, you can't hurt me. I already said that to myself. You can't hurt me. I already did that. I already compared myself. But that is not going to serve you in this chapter of your life. Maybe it worked back then as a kid, as a teenager, to protect yourself and compare yourself to other people and strive to be better, but just worry about yourself. And people that do that to you, more than likely it happened to them. My mom was probably constantly compared, you know, by my grandma. And it's just unfortunate that it was passed down to me. And that was something I wanted to dead. So dead those generational toxic things. There's so many things that your business is going to teach you, and let it be the things that you need to heal from. It's going to show you, like, the shit you're doing now is not working, but you got to rise. Okay. So I'm gonna, again, if you're uncomfortable, if you are not taking the time to heal from your business, using your business as a vessel for healing, you will be drafted. Your business will be drafted. Your growth will be drafted. You will not move. You will stay in this box. How many of you guys have content drafted right now in your drafts that you are fucking scared to post? Okay. And again, it's execution time. I need you to go into your social media right now. Go into your draft section. I told you, don't come here unless I'm pushing you out of that fucking comfort zone. And you guys are more than welcome to leave at any time if I'm asking you to do too much, but this is for your own good. I'm telling you to be delusional in your dreams, but I'm also going to push you to execute. Post it right now. So after I had somebody do this, they DM'd me. I said, Jackie, thank you so much for making me do that. I got 2 clients from that. And that thing has been sitting in my drafts for the last 3 months. I was like, girl, you could have been had those clients, but you are out here second guessing yourself. She executed this one thing. So go into your drafts, post it, especially the one you've been second guessing to post. Comment done when it's done. So your social media could be missing a few things. Let's talk about that, okay? Who you are. I always pride myself in comments that are like, oh my God, you are exactly who you are on social media. Thank you. Isn't that freaking sad though, that people are like, it's so unique just to find an authentic person. It is freaking sad because sometimes, you know, a lot of complaints in businesses or like Yelp reviews stem from not aligning with the energy. A lot of people will complain, like they could have loved the browse, they could have loved the food, but if your energy was off, like, oh my God, the waitress was so fucking rude, or like Jackie called me a bitch every time, like, you know, but bitch, like there's different kinds of them, right? Like, so I'm always who I am on social media because I never want to attract people that don't align with me. Find another artist to like. I'm not for everybody, and I've never, you know, claimed to be. Before I wanted to be for everyone. Now I just want people that want me. You want my help? You want to be around me? Yes, come through. You don't like me? Then please go find your own person that's going to help you. Okay, so be authentic all the time. Inspire and support. The reason why this is important and finding out your means for inspiring others and support. I was always a cautionary tale. I was a black sheep of my family, of the sisters. And I grew up hearing like, do you want to end up like Jackie? A lot. You know, when my dad would like, and my dad loves me to death, but in all fairness, yes, girl, do you want to end up like me? Stop ditching school, like for real. So that cautionary tale, I want you guys, if you guys were black sheep, like please listen, because cautionary tales are very important. They are just as important as inspirational ones. And at the end of the day, cautionary tales have the ability to be inspirational at the end. If you don't give up, you just got to thug it out, like literally try to thug it out. But when you support people, there's three people I want you to consider. The beginners. Never be rude to beginners. Like if they're asking questions, like there's a fine line, you know, if you feel like, okay, girl, now you're like crossing some boundaries, just politely, you know, I give free game all the time because I remember what it's like to be a beginner. Even if they're not my student and they're like, hey, my trainer ghosted me, I have a question. Somebody asked me about body sculpting and she wanted to do a cavitation on someone's face. I was like, girl, what the heck? No, like, are you nuts? No. I was like, you need to take my class. I said, but I'm gonna tell you right now, do not do that. Don't do that to her face. It's radio frequency. I was like, you can do some lymphatic drainage. You can do some lymphatic cupping. You know, I said, you need to go study the lymph nodes of the face, but do not do that. And, you know, she ghosted me. She took my gems and that's okay too. But I'm not going to let somebody hurt their client or their business because I remember what it's like to be a beginner. So always support the beginners. Just remember, never lose. That's why the beginning is so important, because the lessons in humility are there for you. It keeps you humble. It keeps you like, never forget that version of you that just has so many questions and you were just so curious and you just wanted to grow so badly so that you can stay humble to the people after you. You are going to always want to be that support system. Next are your peers, the people that started with you. Like I have girls that we both started doing brows at the same time. Kiana was one of my girls from that era, my peers, the people that are going to support you. You're going to support them. They're going to support you. Those people are super important because that is your class. Graduating class of 2018. Never forget them. That's your core. And then for the people that in front of you, let them inspire you. Don't use them as a means to be toxic and like compare your work to them. You can't compare their chapter fucking 50 to your chapter number 2. It is unrealistic for you to put those unrealistic expectations on yourself. And that's one thing I want you guys to think about. How many of you guys had toxic bosses? Just drop me in the chat. Drop me in the chat if you've ever been in a situation where you had a toxic boss. And that's one of the reasons why you wanted to start your own business. Okay, and now I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this about being a toxic boss, okay? If you are missing your children's award ceremonies, you're missing basketball games to be at work, you're not giving yourself holidays off, you're working all hours of the night, guess who? But everybody wants to be a boss, right? I'm gonna be my own boss, I'm gonna be a CEO. And then you turn into your own toxic boss. You are in charge now. And that's what people don't see. The level of autonomy that you have to have when setting boundaries for yourself to keep your mental health in check is super important, because you went from 9 to 5 working for a shitty boss, and now you don't got no control over them. You know, your only control is to leave. You did that, you left, you want to start your own business, and then you became your own shitty boss. Now you like, I want 10 clients a week, but I'm not going to post on social media. Girl, how the fuck are you going to get 10 clients a week and you don't want to post on social media? Everything revolves around you. So do not be your own toxic boss, because it could go there. I was there. I'm not ashamed to say I was my own toxic boss. But then once I started healing, and God never takes me too far left, he'll slap me right back into the right path. And some of these lessons are hurtful, but it's all out of love, you know? Education. So don't be afraid to don't gatekeep. A lot of people gatekeep, like let's say they're selling an online course and they're not going to tell everything that I give you in this webinar. I'm never going to run out of shit to say. How many of my mentees are in here? I always have gems. I literally will always have something new. My brain is always cooking up some type of framework. I'm never going to run out of shit to say. So I don't ever feel the need to gatekeep. But that education that you pour into your community, number one, it creates a sense of trust. You want that. You want that for your clients. You want that for your community. And then on top of that, they're going to look at you like a resource. Okay. So never be the type to gatekeep. Like, and that was something common back then. When we started Brows, I remember I asked this one girl, I was like, oh, what color combo did you use? She said, you got to take my class. I said, bitch, but that was common. And she had me saying that shit too, because that's what I was exposed to. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to gatekeep color combinations. I'll tell them straight up, it's 7 drops of this and 4 drops of this, you know, like, so don't get in that space. Now everybody wants to share because that's a way of going viral, right? Everybody wants to share now, but do it with authenticity. Do it with the intent to help, never to gain, okay? So can I give you guys a strategy real quick? I told you this whole webinar, you are going to be executing a lot of shit. So what does your virtual storefront look like? Like, what does it look like? Because if you look at it like this, right? Are you a Ross? I love Ross. Okay. My sister hates Ross. I love Ross. But if you like organized shit, you ain't going into Ross. You'll have a panic attack. I like it because it's like treasure hunting for me. But does your Instagram is your storefront? What does it look like? Are the images clear? Is it outdated? Do you got weird angles? Like, what does it look like? Is it polished? Do people know what you offer? Do people know who you are? Okay, so let's go. How many of you guys use ChatGPT? Drop yes, because me and ChatGPT are like this. I can literally ask it to write a contract and it will write me a whole contract with my name, with my business name, my address, because I use it so much. It learns you. Comment yes if you use ChatGPT. If you don't, you're about to have your whole mind blown, because listen, we are working smarter, not harder. We don't know. Okay. So I'm going to teach you guys a little bit of strategies for ChatGPT. So my prompts always start with, act as a social media expert. Okay. Oh, let's do this one, because this one's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable real quick. How many of you guys are still using your profile? How many of you guys are using your logo? This is a real conversation. I'm going to get real close to the camera. How many of you are using your logo as your picture? Drop yes. Because I'm talking directly to you specifically. She said, yes. Thank you for your honesty. Now I need you to go find a cute selfie and change it. Go find a cute selfie. Doesn't have to be professional. You know, just change it right now. Go change it. She said, not since the last webinar. Nope, because I'm calling all you guys out. How are you guys going to ask people for hundreds of dollars and they don't even know what you look like? I'm sorry. This is the day and age of scammers and liars. I am not giving you my deposit if I don't know what you look like. So now the formula for your business is you don't show up on social media because you're scared. You hiding behind your logo. No one knows what you look like. And now you want people to book a service with you that costs hundreds of dollars, but they don't know who you are. They don't know what you, I'm not giving you my deposit. I'm sorry. How many of you guys would give your deposit to somebody and you don't know what they look like? Like nobody knows who Be Baddie University is. Apple, Nike, Michael Jordan's bald head. I'm 40 years old. So I grew up in the era where Michael Jordan's bald head was everywhere. He had a cologne, he had shirt. I know Michael Jordan's bald head as a logo. Absolutely. Do anybody know who Be Baddie University is? No. So utilize your face. Utilize you are the brand. You are the service provider. Be so proud. What if it's a transparent logo over a headshot? It depends. Just as long as they can see. We were taught to do that in Brow Masterclass, changing it out. I just felt like, well, Brow Daddy he's a name. Everybody knows his logo. He got products. He got, you know what I mean? In the instance that you are trying to build trust with an audience, I gotta know what you look like. I have to know what you look like. So yes, change it up. Go ahead, change it. I know it's uncomfortable. Blame me later. Damn, Jackie made me change this. Blame me. I don't care. Use me. If you need somebody to blame about you wanting to do this, say I forced you, okay? So now we're gonna talk about your bio. Rachel said, I am. Go ahead, girl, you have my permission. Okay, so now comes the bio screenshot. I want you to screenshot your bio. Just screenshot it and then you're gonna upload it into ChatGPT, okay? We're gonna do it together right now. So I'm gonna take this. Oh, let me go into my thing. So we are going to enter a picture of my profile. Oh, wow, there's people still coming in here. So I want you guys to do that right now. Take a screenshot. If you guys are on a computer, definitely use both. You can take the opportunity to do both right now. So all I'm gonna do is copy paste. We're gonna go into ChatGPT. And you guys know you guys can link your ChatGPT to, hold on. You guys can link your ChatGPT to Canva and ask it to do make a slide deck, make a presentation, make an online course. Okay. Oh, shoot. And then we're going to upload that in. So work with me while we're doing it. So yeah, oh, I'm gonna do it later. No. If you have the ability to do it right now, please do it right now with me. Okay. So I uploaded my picture, my profile, and then I just added my little prompt. And now it's going to give me clear instructions on how to create a bio that's going to convert. People need to know my name. People need to know what I look like. They need to know what I offer, what I do. Okay, so this is my current bio breakdown. Value proposition, credentials, and you really need that value proposition. What does that look like? If you do body sculpting, over 1,000 women served, over 2,000 procedures if you offer body, over 150 successful weight loss journeys. Like, what does your value proposition look like? So for me, I have over 6,000 students, not nationwide, worldwide. I have people from the UK, Guam, New Zealand, everywhere that have taken my online courses. Okay, these things can help everywhere. Always have your location and find a way to get a hold of you. Find a way to get a hold of you. There needs to be a contact information. What if you're starting a brow business? Not many clients yet. Use your personal, I don't care what business it is. If you are just starting out in any business, use your personal page to start sending and filtering over people that are interested in your service. And it's all about the way you present it. So when I first started doing brows, I was pregnant, like very pregnant. And I just said something like, what did I say? I'm too scared to sell drugs, so I can't do that. I'm pregnant, so I can't be a stripper. I'm going to start doing brows. Who wants them done? And literally everyone was laughing so hard that they engaged with it. And they were like, oh, can you tell me more about your new brow business? I got so many leads from that because I presented it in a way where it was just like, that shit's funny. How can you not react to that? Because literally I'm pregnant. I can't be a stripper. So, and I'm too scared to sell drugs. Facts. Okay. Suggestions for improvement. So these are things that Instagram feels that I can do. I need to mention my expertise, med spa, beauty, entrepreneurship. Okay. Highlight the transformation or benefits instead of only focusing on the number of people you've helped. Emphasize the outcome. I recently changed that. So mine does now say helping beauty professionals and med spa owners create more leads, double sales, and create lasting impact. It says something to that effect. Okay. And you want to simplify the language, add a strong call to action. So mine is click below for a free master class. Okay. Something like that. So Instagram also gave me a suggested bio. So all I got to do is copy and paste and boop, it's done. The one thing about the name though, guys, it's searchable. It's literally, it's SEO in itself. So try to put what you're doing, what you do. Botox, filler, whatever, weight loss injections, medical weight loss options, ombre brows. My daughter put OC nail artist. And guess what? She knows what to do. So she'd be asking them like, oh, how did you find me? Oh, I found you on a hashtag in Orange County. You don't know how it's going to populate. Another thing, if it seems like I have a lot of newer people in here. When people don't know what to call their business, they fall into this habit of the service they provide by who? Jackie, brows by Jackie, body by Jackie, snatch by Jackie, lash by Jackie, brows by Jackie. The problem with that is if word of mouth is one of the ways that we gain clients, when they go, oh, who did your brows? I love them. Oh, brows by Jackie. Now they're typing in brows by Jackie and it's like, boom, 800 people. You don't even know how it's showing up, in what order. Well, you don't got, I mean, if it's working, if it's broke, don't fix it. She said, how do I change it now after 5 years? Don't be afraid of a rebrand. Never be afraid of a rebrand because I literally started out as Browed OC. And I was getting so many phone calls like, do you do threading? Can I make a threading appointment? I don't even do that shit. So just because in my mind, it sounded some type of way, that's not, sometimes you got to listen to your audience. If more people are calling me about threading than they are brows, there's something wrong with that. Browed OC. So it's funny too, because when people ask me like, how did you come up with the lure? I'm like, I was sitting on the toilet. I was literally taking a shit and I was like, I got to do this. It's scary, but I'm going to do it. And it was a very humbling experience to have to throw away all the business cards, the backdrop, all in the dumpster. $2,000-$3,000 worth of shit. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I think this is something I need to do. It's scary. So stop choosing. If it's not working though, then, you know, or if you feel like you want to change or you're ready for a change, one thing I'm going to drop for sure right now is stop choosing a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven. People that go to work 9 to 5, every day is hell for them. They rather choose a familiar hell than an unfamiliar heaven because they're scared. So don't operate off fear. You gotta just sit with yourself. Maybe on the
That was a
toilet.
good one.
Maybe on the toilet, get a little clear. Maybe in the shower, you know, manifest. Have a conversation with yourself. And if that's something that you want to change, do it with intention. Okay. And again, you don't have to do it. If it's something that's already stuck with you, that's fine. Changing from brow baddie was also scary. How many of you guys saw my change? I was like, oh, she really in it now. She's not brow baddie anymore. Like she's really in it. And then think about it like this, guys. When you lock yourself into one service, it's hard when you want to start expanding and adding more services. So if I would have just started out as be baddie instead of brow baddie, as I started growing my business, I started talking about business courses and creating all these things. Some woman was like, girl, you need to just change your name to Bitcoin baddie because there's no brows here anymore. And I was like, ugh, like rude, but also fair enough, you know? So don't lock yourself into a specific name. Utilize names like Artistry, Beauty Bank, Beauty Haven, throw some other ones, Luxury, you know, be careful with the names because one of the names that two of my friends, they're no longer friends because I told you stop trying to open businesses with your friends. They are no longer friends. But the stronger mindset one, the more, you know, aggressive one, she got to pick where the location was, which she could walk there from her apartment. She got to pick the name. The name was Soigné. I could not say that shit for the longest time. I could not even spell it. Like, so when people are like, oh, you know, who did your hair? I love the blonde. Oh, my friend owns this shop. I can't fucking say it. I don't even know. I'll give you her Instagram. Like, I get it. And if you're my age, like you used to pick a little street name back in the day, like everyone had a street name, baby girl, whatever your street name was. Some people would pick a street name that was like from the fucking dictionary. And they like the meaning of it. Kismet, like shit like that. Whatever little thug name you had, don't do that shit for your business. Don't pick a name based on a meaning that's hard for people to pronounce. You guys get what I'm saying? Comment yes if you're not going to pick a name based on a meaning, especially for a storefront. Okay, the next one we're going to do is our profile analysis. So I want you to take a screenshot of your profile and I want you to upload it to ChatGPT. I'm going to drop the prompts in the chat really quick after I demo. So don't feel stressed. This is no stress zone, guys. Don't bring that energy here. No stress. Like I said, you guys are going to have so much value once you leave here. Okay. So all I did was screenshot my profile, not the bio part, but the profile, the actual content. And all I said was act as a social media expert on Instagram. With your knowledge, please provide me with the most up-to-date information and review my content. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. So I came up with this idea because there was a trend on Instagram asking ChatGPT to roast your profile, roast my profile for me. So, ChatGPT was roasting everybody up. And I said, oh, that's funny. I did it. But more importantly, I was like, again, my brain's always on business. Like, how is this going to work better for my business? So I did it and I asked it to give me a profile analysis. Okay. So content, variety, and messaging, strengths. Your posts feature a healthy mix of personal and business content, which is crucial for building relatability. Absolutely. I had one of my one-on-one mentees. She's one of my VIP mentees. She was like, I'm not getting good reach. And then I look at her content and I look at her, history. She's getting more reach with her when she shows up. I'm like, you got to mix it up. People are just sick of seeing before and after pictures. They need to know who you are too. It's important. Because think about it like this, if people are reaching out to you, I guarantee you they've reached out to 4 other people that offer the same service. It's going to boil down to price, but more importantly, who you are. Even if you're $100 more and they like your energy, you're kind in the DMs, you're, answering all the questions, they're going to pay the $100 more just because they like who you are. They will pay. So make sure that you are showing up. It's just another reason to show up for your business, okay? Engaging reels and humor. Oh, okay, we like ChatGPT's read today about my profile. Educational content, you're promoting your master class promptly. Visuals are colorful, okay? Opportunities for improvement. Like I said, look, I need to, what does it say? Some of the posts, like the text-heavy slides, likes don't matter, feel a bit general. To increase engagement and conversion, you can make the message more niche specific. Okay, fair enough. But also, that one went viral, like a lot viral. Okay, okay, this is also one of my weaknesses is my call to action. Okay, so I want you guys to have strong call to actions when you're doing this. So opportunities for improvement. Every post needs to have a soft or hard CTA. How many of you guys know what a CTA is? Yeah. Ask ChatGPT to do it. Okay, let's just ask ChatGPT to do it. Can you please provide me 50 hooks for my services? Lip filler, Botox, and GLP-1, and a strong CTA with it. So you can literally ask ChatGPT. Everybody in here has zero excuse. I literally do not want to hear, I don't know what to post, because I'm going to show you exactly how to get that. Like, we're not doing that anymore. You can't use, like, if before you came here, you can blame it on, oh, I didn't know. But after you hear it from me, you can no longer use ignorance as an excuse to not conduct your business accordingly, okay? So here are some hooks ready to perfect that pout. Okay, but you want to mix it up. You want to mix it up with, you don't want to just look like you're constantly a fucking commercial. You know what I mean? You got to mix it up with inspiration, education, entertainment. And we're going to go over that in the content strategies. So this is just Botox hooks, GLP-1 hooks. Like, ask ChatGPT and they will provide. Okay. So let's get back to our webinar. And don't forget, I will drop that chat. Now that we fixed your bio, we fixed your pictures, now not your logo, we're ready to go fishing. The reason why I call it fishing is this. Social media, if you just posting shit to post shit, that's like going fishing with no plan. You got the net, you got the boat, but there's this big old ocean and you don't know where to park it. You're like, oh, it looks good right here. I'm just going to be right here. You might catch a few fish, but wouldn't you rather want to go to a specific place where you know there's fish, the kind of fish you want and like is there? That's what it's like to be intentional about your content. So we're going to go over the intentional content strategy, okay? So my thing is this. You guys always have to consider the client journey. So when I post content, I have goals for them. Not every goal is to sell something. Sometimes conversion is the client journey looks like this. I'm going to create content. I'm going to take a watcher and possibly turn them into a follower. I'm going to take that follower and possibly turn them into a paying client with one of my offers. Everybody converts differently. That's why there's people. So I had a PMU class and I asked them, like, I was going over conversion with them. I asked them, like, how long have you guys been following me? Okay. And they were all different, so different. 2 months, 2 years, 2 weeks. but they all found themselves in the same class. Why? This is proof that conversion happens at different things. Gem, really quick, write this down. If the number one thing that you get in terms of resistance from booking is financing options, everybody in here needs to find some sort of financing option. Let them pay monthly, not to you. Get your money first. You got Affirm, Klarna, Cherry, Care Credit. So many options, okay, guys? So every time you guys get somebody in your chair, I want you to ask them 2 questions. How long have you been following me, and what made you finally do it? This is going to give you so much data about how to help different people that like you and want your service. Like, how long have you been following me? Oh, I've been following you for like 2 years. Like, oh, what made you finally do it? Oh, you posted this reel about, you know, semaglutide, or I was following you for brows, but you started doing weight loss. So, and I already liked you and I already followed you. So I'm going to go to you. Okay. Ask those questions because it collects data for you and your business. So how much time do you guys spend on your phone without a plan or purpose? And don't you want purpose in every post? The reason why everybody gets burnt out with social media is because they're not getting the results that they want, but they're also not posting intentional content. And some of the shit is unrealistic. Like, likes do not matter. I had a reel that was going viral, 1 million views. I've got a lot of followers, but you know, that's cool. But I posted another one about my Done For You body sculpting course. It got 73 likes and I made $497. So when I tell you like likes really don't matter, it truly is because it does not matter. You guys have to have different metrics for success. And it can't be followers either. You know what I mean? A person with 1,000 followers that converted all 1,000 into paying clients, who you think is making more money? Or somebody that has 100K followers that don't got offers, that just don't do nothing. Who has more money? Their conversion sucks. So think about it like that. Do not worry about likes and followers. Worry about your content and speaking to a specific audience. Okay? So these are the pillars that I use for creating content. Inspiration, education, entertainment, social proof. Take a picture of this, write it down. Inspiration, I use to gain followers and nurture the ones that are already following me. Education establishes yourself as a guru in your industry and a resource center, and it also promotes trust. If you can give them gems that's going to help them through their journey, they're always going to trust you. You get me? Entertainment, I like using these for trending audio, funny things, because I want you guys to show up as yourself. If you're funny, people are going to be like, oh, I like her. I like her energy. You know what I mean? And we all need comedic relief from owning a business. Social proof is super important. Okay. So whenever you guys get a comment of somebody saying, oh, I really love my brows, you made me feel so much better about myself, screenshot, put it in a folder, get real organized with these pieces of content. Anytime somebody says anything good about what you did for them, a problem that you solved for them, you can repost it. But more importantly, I want you to save it. Repost whenever you feel like it. People get in the bad habit of thinking like, I already posted this, I can't post this. Man, when I tell you that nobody in the world knows my real hair color unless they see me in person, it's because I'm posting shit with black hair, blonde hair, red hair, grown out red hair, ombre red. They don't know unless they come on my lives, because I'm not above reposting something. And best believe I'm going to repost some shit that already went viral. So when you know that something did well, save it. Save it. And then repost it later on when you're feeling burnt out. Because why not? It takes the average person 7 times for them to understand what your offers are. 7 times. Okay? So be aware about that social proof. So can I give you guys more value? This has saved me so much time. Okay? I'm going to give you guys a marketing strategy for Black Friday. But before that, let's talk about consumer behavior. Okay. This is right before Black Friday. So you're going to be able to understand these things and you're going to be able to formulate a better plan. So consumer behavior around Black Friday is impulse buying, price sensitivity, social proof, exclusivity, scarcity, and fear of missing out, free shipping, and bonuses. These are things, if you guys offer products, you can do free shipping over $50 purchase or something like that, right? Think about it like this. So impulse buying, consumers are more likely to make quick decisions due to sense of urgency. Limited time offers and flash sales leverage this impulse. So when you guys, during the course of the year, there's not very much energy. The environment is not created for impulse buying. There's ways that you can learn impulse buying, because I know some that I could do all year long. I know a lot of them. But this time of the year literally is created for impulse buyers. Literally, that is the energy of the space, okay? So make sure that you're utilizing the behavior that's already in their minds. We've been cultured to think like this around this season, okay? Price sensitivity. Shoppers during Black Friday are hunting for bargains, highlight discounts and savings that they're going to get. So make sure to say specifically, like people are doing 20% off. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's the SMS text message marketing, okay? That's not some shit you do on your damn stories. Tell them, was $497, now $100 off. Now it's red slash mark for, Black Friday, okay? And then social proof. Again, if I'm going to do that play and I'm going to talk about the discount, I'm going to give them the number that they're going to get. I am not a mathematician, nor do I even know what 20% of whatever is. I'm bypassing that. I'm not even looking. Okay. So make sure they see the number, the specific number, whether it's $50 off, $100 off, $200 off when you book 3 services together. Especially my med spa girlies. If you guys offer multiple services, if you book Botox, blah, 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 you get, when you book 3 services, you get 150 off, 200 off. Okay, does that make sense? 20% off is not a marketing strategy, guys. So we are not doing that this year. I mean, you could, but there's a way to do it, okay? So exclusivity, people are drawn to exclusive deals or early access offers, VIP, members only. So if you are a person that is a business coach and you have, coaching, this is only for this member. Sign up for my membership and get this deal now. So now you're making money on 2 ways, the membership in itself and their future purchases of, every member gets 20% off all year long, right? If you created an annual membership. So let's say even for my Botox girlies, so that's one thing I'm structuring right now is my membership plan. If they buy in on an annual membership, it's $349. I haven't worked it all out. It's just in my brain still. Okay. So that's just what it sounds like. $349 for this annual membership, but their Botox is now $9 a unit instead of $12 a unit. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not like they're getting free Botox. They're just getting a heavily discounted price. So that's reoccurring annual revenue. So think about it like that. Okay. Scarcity and fear of missing out. Always use scarcity all year long. This is just one that is heightened during the holidays as well. So the idea that something might run out, sale ends at midnight, it drives people to buy it quicker. Remember, having that time frame really is going to push them into a purchase. If they feel like they can do it later, guess what? They're going to do it later. Kids are screaming, they got to make dinner, like they're doing it later, okay? So free shipping and bonuses, those are added things that you can do. If you are somebody that already sells online courses like me, I could easily do buy 2 courses, get 1 free as a bonus, Black Friday bonus. Okay, so think about it like that. And even my semaglutide girlies, you guys can say 5 spots for a free consultation, usually $200. That shit could be free all year long, but they don't know that. The average consumer does not know that. If you want more leads for Black Friday, you can easily say limited spots available for free for Black Friday free semaglutide consultation. Does that make sense? Okay, so some sales psychology tactics that we want to go over for Black Friday is urgency. Use countdown timers. You guys are not utilizing social media to its highest capacity if you are not using all the tools on social media. There is literally a countdown timer on stories. How many of you guys knew that? There's a timer there. Your funnels, your websites should have a countdown timer. Because it's like, oh my God, time is running out, okay? So utilize that urgency factor, that sales psychology. Example, hurry, only 24 hours left. If you guys are heavy into SMS marketing, you better believe they get in a text, 24 hours left until the sale is over. Buy the courses now. Like, and I saw this meme and it said, if you guys are embarrassed to talk about your sales, don't be. Fashion Nova just sent me 3 text messages about their sale today. How many of you guys still get Fashion Nova texts? I get them all fucking day long. So do not be embarrassed to stand on business about your business, okay? Anchoring, showing the price alongside the sale price. And this is super important because again, people need to know. So you have to take a picture of this or write it down. What does your formula look like? It's no longer just like 20% off all services until Black Friday, extend till Cyber Monday. No. There's a framework I want you guys to follow. So this is what it should look like, okay? Bundle your offers. Be creative when you're bundling. Everybody here has businesses that coincides with every service. You know what I mean? If you are a beauty professional, you offer body sculpting and you do like facials, right? Radio frequency facials. I say you offer body sculpting and you do radio frequency. Buy 3 sessions of body sculpting and get 1 session radio frequency facial and cupping for free. Does that make sense in terms of bundling? And now it's not like you have to see them an extra day. You can go and do the radio frequency facial the same day that they're getting their body done. Does that make sense, guys? Comment yes. And then the scarcity, highlighting the limited availability. Okay, only 5 spots available. Or the next 30, for the first, I like to do 50 or 30 or 40, you know, but somewhere around there. For the first 50 customers, they get a free facial, radio frequency facial with the 3 package. So what I'm going to do for my semaglutide is, since I offer body sculpting, anyone that signs up for the 3-month package will get 1 monthly body sculpting session with me every month. And then you got to be real clear. Again, boundaries. You got to have some policies and procedures. They have 1 year to cash this in. Don't come back here 5 years later talking about, I need my body sculpting done. Absolutely not. You have 6 months, or it has to be within the 3 months that you are in the program. While you are in the program, you get 1 monthly session, no rollovers to the next month. Be very boundaries, okay? So here's another example. Last chance, only 2 appointments left. That's a little sneaky way to create urgency, right? You could say 5 appointments left at this price. Okay. So I want you guys to take those in. Here's some more: social proof and testimonials. And these are going to make sense for you guys when I teach you the framework. This is just the education. And we ain't even gotten to the secrets yet. Okay. So you want to use customer testimonials and reviews to validate your services. People need to know that you are good at what you do. Sharing user-generated content, UGC. How many of you guys seen UGC and was like, what the hell is that? UGC. It's user-generated content, okay? People that have sent me videos of like, thank you, I love my, semaglutide, and it's helped me lose 16 pounds. I'm posting it. I'm posting it, okay? So make sure to say something along the lines of join hundreds of satisfied customers who loved our service, things that promote that trust, emotional Tap in on them heartstrings. One thing about the content, guys, that I forgot to mention was whenever I do anything, okay, whether you're doing body sculpting or whatever, you have to get not just before and after pictures, you need to get videos. You can do a reveal. Like you can walk them over to the mirror and, you know, put a blindfold, walk them there safely, have them close their eyes, and then have them open their eyes and record their reaction. Oh my God, I love them. Whenever I run ads for brows, guess what kind of ad I'm running? I'm running a brow reveal ad. And if the girl cries, you better believe I'm doubling the ad spend. Because now she loves her brows. I show her what it looked like before, and now she's crying because she loves them. I'm paying money for that ad. You guys get what I'm saying? So you should be getting those things. Before and after pictures, you should be getting a video from them. You should be getting a reaction video from them. And you can be getting a text message, you know, hey, do you mind sending me a review really quick about the services and your interactions with me? And they'll send it, screenshot it, put it in your album, okay? The next one that you want to do is loss aversion. Frame your message so that the customer feels like they will be missing out if they don't act now. Again, that FOMO really hits during this time of year, okay? People are more motivated to avoid a loss than to gain something. They truly are. But do you understand why sales psychology is so important? Okay. So have a clear call to action always. Don't miss out. Prices go back up in 24 hours. You know, bold the call to action, put some emojis around it. You have to ensure that people understand there's urgency. So book now, limited spots, form of urgency. Okay. This is going to be your Black Friday promotional schedule. So screenshot this. From November 1st, start around November 1st, tease the sale. Announce something big is coming with subtle hints at the discounts without giving too much away. Use a countdown for the launch. This is the pre-launch phase. Again, like I said, we are not just dropping 20% off on fucking Black Friday. There's an actual strategy in place. How many of you guys feel like you understand Black Friday a little bit better now after just going over a little bit of these things? Drop a gem real quick for me in the chat. We are not doing just a 20% off flyer we made on Canva. We have strategies and you guys are going to use them. So tease the sale. So early access for VIPs. So what does this look like? Let's say you wanted to do email marketing. You want to grow your email list. What I would do in November 1st is create a landing page, create a funnel, start throwing in leads. Like I'm going to do, you know, I'm going to do a little bit of sale for here, this, and this. Sign up for my wait list and get early access. Now I got real hot leads because those are people that really are going to buy from me regardless. Those are how you get the VIPs, right? So that's what I would do if I were you guys is November 1st, start teasing. You guys should have a funnel. How many of you guys know what a funnel is? And we're going to go over that if you don't, so don't worry, okay? And then into early access to the VIPs. You're dropping it for them. They're going to get the exclusive deals first. Only 50 spots. If you want to be one of the 50, make sure to sign up for my email list, okay? And then goes in your Black Friday main sale launch. Officially starts around November 22nd, 3 days before Black Friday. Use a combination of time-sensitive offers and bundles. Services that focus on high-value treatment, such as neuromodulators, lip fillers, and weight loss injections. Okay, so have a bundle. Have a bundle, have some sales around those things. Okay, extended deals. Now comes the time where you extend the deal because you have worked all month to nurture your audience. You can't just drop a 20% off and think you're going to stand out to all the other people that do brows that are doing the same damn thing. Okay, you can extend your deals into Cyber Monday. Continue from November 25th Black Friday to November 27th, and then offer a smaller discount on services for those who missed the sale. So if like, you know, you could just switch it up too. You could say instead of, you know, body sculpting 3 sessions with the 3-month package, they only get 2, or they get 1, or they get 1 radio frequency and body for Cyber Monday. Don't make it difficult, guys. It does not have to be difficult. It's only as difficult as you make it. Okay. So, oh, shoot. This thing was tripping. Okay. This is the Chat GPT that I'm going to have you guys do. Okay. This is the prompt. Where's the chat box so I could drop it in there before I forget? Save this. And I want you guys to plug and play for your own. Oh, shoot. It's too long. Crap. So basically what I did was ask ChatGPT to create a comprehensive marketing plan using sales psychology techniques and strategies inspired by successful brands like Target and Nike, tailored to my med spa services. Promotions and bundles, develop enticing offers, et cetera, et cetera. I asked it to create social media content. So now I'm asking ChatGPT to make me sales that makes sense. I've been using this shit for so long that it really knows even my business changes and strategies, that it spit out this. And then at the very end, I asked it to make it a table format. Okay. So here's a comprehensive Black Friday marketing plan tailored to your med spa services, leveraging sales psychology techniques inspired by brands Nike, Target, including promotions, bundles, and a detailed social media content strategy. So everybody here does not have an excuse. I literally do not want to hear an excuse about no content or nothing, okay? So this is the time frame of November 1st. You're going to use these. This is your promotional bundle. The objective is to tease. Social media content is, you know, this type of content is going to tell you what to do. And then even the hashtags. And then here's a second teaser post. Okay, so from November 15th to the 21st, this is what you're going to do. And so on and so forth. Okay. And now it goes over detailed social media content ideas and the goals and the sales psychology you want to utilize. Okay, captions are here. Okay, Tish, good question. When you guys have an email list, do not make this hard for yourself. Like whatever content you post can easily be your email marketing as well. Whatever your caption is could be your email as well. Who said you got to rewrite that shit? Like who told you that rule? If it has a good hook, you know, or if this piece of content was meant for education today on social media, why can't your email marketing be about education that same day? It just matches. It just reinforces what you're going. So when they see it on social media, they're going to see it again. Oh yeah, Jackie did mention that. Remember, it takes 7 times. Okay. So I want you guys to utilize this plan. Let me drop that. It was only letting me drop partials of it. So I'm going to drop this really quick. That's part 1. And then this is the second part. So go ahead and grab that from okay. All right, let's get back into this. So understand the reasons why we're doing this. Early bird access mimics strategies from companies like Target that create exclusivity by giving early access deals. Like I cannot express this early access. Like I've used early access as a leveraging tool all year long. What does that look like? Oh, Jackie, I really want to take your brow class, but I'm so scared. I don't know anything about brows, blah, blah, blah. How am I going to ever leverage early access in that situation to help this potential lead convert into a student? Think about it. I have online courses. So what I'm going to say is, hey, you know what? I understand you're scared. I was scared too. I was there before, but how about this? With your deposit today, I'm going to give you immediate access to my online course. So that way you could start studying. You're going to feel more confident before you walk through the door. Does that make sense, guys? Drop a gem for me real quick. So VIP client offers focusing on existing clients. A lot of people are like, I need more clients. I need more clients. And you are forgetting the clients that already gave you money. That's called low-hanging fruit. They already like you. They already know your service. They just forgot you existed because you forgot they existed. Go back into your scheduling system. Create an email blast. Loyal to all my loyal baddies. People that have bought from me before. This deal is just for you. So anyone that's ever taken a webinar from me, anyone that's ever bought anything from me, anyone that's ever been in my space, they are getting an exclusive deal because it's easy. They already know who I am. So do not forget the loyal clients, okay? Scarcity and flash sales, again, leveraging sales psychology tactics, the FOMO, the limited time offer, but more importantly, think about sales psychology in terms of color theory. Red being a sense of urgency, flashing. I want you guys to go to your phone and just look at one of the stickers on social media. Okay. If you look up book now, there is a red flashing book now sign sticker. That's the one I use. I'm going to use that one every time because it's flashing and it's red every single time. Okay. So bundling services such as weight loss injections with fillers or neuromodulators creates a perceived higher value when you cross promote. Like, oh, I'm getting more bang for my buck if I book together. Get 10 free units of blah, blah, blah when you book a facial, balancing or correction. Okay. Or get a free lip flip when you do all of this. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. Holiday themed content. A lot of your promotion needs to build up excitement around Black Friday. Okay. So entertainment, inspiration, education. Do something funny about how people go nuts over fucking towels at Walmart. Like, do some content around that, but make it about your business. Okay, so more gems, additional content tips. I want you guys to utilize IG polls and Q&As. Which treatment would you gift a friend? This just creates awareness of what people want from you, okay? Behind the scenes content, show preparation for promotions. So one of the things that I used to do was creating gift boxes. So for people that want to pay for their wives or their girlfriends or their partners, ombre brow class, I don't want to just give them a gift certificate. You know what I mean? I want them to have something that they physically can open. So they're going to pay me up front, but I'm going to give them the kit so that they have something to present to their wife or their partner on Christmas Day. And then it's going to have a note from it. You know what I mean? So does that make sense, guys?
Around here, I said, are they giving away like free stuff that I didn't know about?
England girls.
Wait, Jolie, can you mute, please? Thank you. Okay. Next is email marketing. It's important to have your email marketing together. And remember, with the almost ban of TikTok, we don't know if that's going to go through. If your main form of social media, if your main form of marketing is only social media, it's going to be hard for you to bounce back from any kind of banning, or if you get like your profile taken away or something like that. Okay. So utilize this time to create email marketing. The best part about social media is you do not have to be an expert to be successful. You just have to be willing to do the work. A lot of people do not want to do the work. So can I give you guys more gems to do real quick? We're not even in the secrets. Look how much shit you guys got already. We still got four whole ass secrets. So bear with me, guys. I want you guys to start showing your availability. Okay. Why should you show your calendar? Our clients work 9 to 5. They get their schedule 30 days in advance. They already know what their days off are. Okay. And some people will be like, I don't want anyone to know I don't have clients. Man, if you guys don't knock that shit off, like, I'm not kidding. You have to show your calendar, especially if your service requires hours and they need to plan for it. If you know they're going to be there for 3 hours and they got kids, or they got to pick their kids up, they got to be able to plan. And the fastest way to do that is this calendar right here. How many of you guys took my Booked and Busy Blueprint class? This strategy literally helps keep me booked and busy. Not just me, but the actual people that execute and do it religiously. It works. I promise you it works. So here's my call to action, DM to book. All you got to do is put your times, 10 a.m., 2 p.m. You do browse. If you have multi-services or you have multiple times open, you don't want it to look crowded. Maybe you can do a line, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, okay? When somebody books one time slot, I just put booked in red. I don't do slashes or whatever, because in my mind, if they're reading booked, oh shit, she's getting booked, it creates sense of urgency. Fear of missing out. Okay. When they book when both days are gone, I make it crooked and then I put book like this. You can do this on Canva quickly, guys. Okay. You're going to post this in your stories. The reason why this is important, because like, look, I need to see my cardiologist because I'm running out of meds. I'm hypertensive. If I was following him and they posted this and I knew that I had Tuesday the 5th or Wednesday the 5th off at 10, and all I had to do was DM them and say, hey, can I get that spot? I would have had an appointment already, truly. But if I have to go call them, all I got to do is call them. I still have not called. So do you guys understand what I'm saying? This is creating opportunity to book with you. So I do this for 2 reasons. Create opportunity to book, and then create the urgency to book with these little tidbits. Okay. The little gem I gave you about 5 spots left at $300. You can put that right here. Five spots left for $300. You see these little gems that I'm giving you, how you can stack them together to make sense, to create a specific action from the people that are watching it. Okay. So these are people that have taken the Booked and Busy Blueprint class. That course has been 4 years long. I just launched Money Moves, which is similar to Booked and Busy, but like on steroids, because now it's 4 more years of knowledge and framework. But these women, so she DM'd me recently, Nicole, and she says she took it 2 years ago. She was a lash artist, brand new to the city. She had 0 clients, renting a booth in a salon. 2 months after taking the class, she was fully booked. 6 months, moved to a bigger location. Since then, she has now closed her salon, but she had developed a self-tanner that replaced the income of her salon so she could spend more time with her kids. Is what I mean. Like, you know how scary it was probably for her to stop that lash business, but she followed her highest excitement to be able to spend more time with her kids. She said, thank you so much for giving me the tools I needed to create the life that I have today. So follow your highest excitement on the days that you don't want to do this shit, because it's a lot of work. I'm not going to tell you that it's not, because I'd be lying, but that's where the reward comes in. Okay. So Sophie Browse, she did this. Christina is her name. This is a text she sent to me a long time ago, but it was about, you know, her getting booked over and over and over from this strategy. Can you imagine getting like 3 bookings within minutes of each other? I feel special off of 1. Jolene, can you mute really quick? This is a picture of her in her new house that she bought, I think this year or last year. It's hard to buy a house these days. So for me, that's like an amazing opportunity for her and her family to be able to buy a house like that. Okay. So the 3 biggest mistakes that I see people making right now are simple. They are not clear on their offer. They're posting just to be consistent, but they're not intentional. They have no metrics for success. Because we hear all that post, be consistent, be consistent. But if you're just posting to be consistent with no plan, strategy, or intention, you're going to get burnt out. Okay. And not knowing how to close in the DM. How many of you guys get ghosted in the DM all the time? And you don't know why, you don't understand nothing, like, oh, she just doesn't like me. You got to heal. Listen, the thing about your business is if you don't like being rejected, this shit is going to teach you how to heal your fear of rejection, because you're just going to be rejected every motherfucking day. And if you can't heal, you're going to quit your business. That's facts. So you have to start healing that part of you that is scared to be told no. You got to heal that part of you that is scared to, and don't take it personal. Like whenever I would, when I was younger, before I started therapy, when I would hear no, it translated to you're not good enough. You know what I mean? Or because of my abandonment issues, when a client would no show in the beginning of my business, I'd be like, dang, I wasn't even worthy of a phone call. Like, why you got to take it there? Maybe they just forgot. But this is my unhealed self operating from a place of trauma, trying to run a fucking business. It does not work, guys. It does not work. So I will always tell you to my dying day, healing and hustling. If you want a successful business, you got to do both. So take a picture of this. Take a picture of this. This is the exact framework I want you guys to do on your social media. Remember, we discussed all these things. Showing up on your stories, maybe say some inspirational, maybe say some educational. Then you're going to post your monthly calendar right after. Then you're going to post some social proof. Maybe you want to post a before and after picture or video. Maybe you want to post, maybe you want to post a testimonial from somebody. Then the next is a call to action to DM. Does this framework make sense? I'm sure now that you see this, you guys have seen it in my stories. How many of you guys seen this framework in my stories? Some of you guys are here because of this exact framework. But now I just explained it to you, why I did it, okay? So this is Jazz, and she's one of my VIP one-on-one mentees. She runs this play consistently. She is probably already, this was last week, so she's probably already booked out for December. Okay? For the people that are like, I don't want people to know that I'm not busy. Number one, it's nobody's business. I don't want to be lying. Number two, Acuity and Square literally have this button you can press, and it's called Fake It Filter. And it makes you look busier than you are. If they can do it, why can't we do it manually with this calendar? If you're on vacation, guess what? You're booked. If you have the day off, guess what? You're still booked. Like, you're just booked all the time. Book, book, book until they read it, until you ask the universe to be fully booked. Another thing I want you guys to do is stop asking God for more clients if you are not even ready. That means you don't have consent forms. You don't got your aftercare kits together, but you're like, God, please bless me with some students. You ain't ordered no kits. You don't got nothing, but you want more. You're not ready. God is not going to give you more shit to do if you are not ready for it. That's period. Even with social media, I would sit here and get in my feelings when trolls would troll me. You think God is going to help me gain more reach if I'm not ready because I keep getting my feelings hurt? No, he's not going to do that to me, because why would God punish me? I'm not ready to be out there like that, because it's hurting my feelings. It's changing my energy. It's making me not want to be on social media. So guess what? My shit be slowing down for real. Like, it really does slow down for real. Okay? You got to be ready for the things that you're asking for. Don't just ask to ask. Blessings require participation. People are asking for miracles and they get upset. God is answering prayers every day, but the reason why people lose faith is because it's not answered in the way that they want it to be. You want more clients? Go get them. God ain't going to drop them off at your door. You have to be active. You have to participate in the blessing. Okay? So this is what it looks like for people to execute this strategy. You will be booked months in advance. Okay? Secret number 2, use your story polls. How many of you guys use story polls? Just comment yes. I'm going to teach you guys how I was able to get like 40 leads or something off of one story poll. It took me freaking maybe fucking 10 minutes to make. Not even, okay? So I'm going to show you right now. This is a video of me UGC, user generated content, and I did a radio frequency facial. And all I did was show them my results. And I said, did you take my class? Do you want to take my class? Okay. Look at all these people that opted in, that voted. Did you take my class? I did that because I like my students. I like to talk to my students. I never ghost my students. So if they tap in, I'm gonna create a message for them like, hey, how's business going? Did you have any questions? Like, you know, and then when I answer the question, guess what? I'm gonna ask them for a review. Hey, do you mind sending me a review of your experience with me even after class? Like, you know, blah, 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 blah. And they'll do it happily because I never ghost them. I will always support them, okay? Do you want to take my class? Why is it important that I ask that? Because now I'm creating leads for future students. I want to support my students of the past, but I'm also creating leads for future students. Okay.
Tap in real quick for me. Let me know which one of.
So this is a video I made earlier, and this is what it looks like for Black Friday. Okay. Online course bundles, Botox lip fillers. And I'm just straight up asking people, what do they want? Okay. So this is up right now. And these are the people that voted already. How many leads is that? Like, let's say I had my funnel up already for lead, for my early bird. Hey, actually I am doing that. Go ahead and sign up for my early bird specials. You'll get the launch before anybody else. Now I'm getting emails before I even start. This is why it's important to have a launch plan, guys. So all I did was, all I said was
These Black Friday specials you are waiting for.
okay. So people are like, all of the above. These are all leads. My rule for this is I let it play out for 22 hours. I let it play out for 22 hours because I want to maximize how many people tap in. If you're responding to everybody as they come in, man, you are going to lose. You ain't going to remember. If you wait longer than 22 hours, it will disappear and all the people that voted. So put a timer on it. Don't matter to me, but formulate your response. So you need to create a response for each of these polls, each section. I'm so excited that you want to take one of my online courses. Let me know which one it is. I'm going to have, 30% off on all online courses. Go ahead and sign up for my email. And then guess what? They're going to get an automatic email on launch day. I don't even got to do nothing. They don't got to worry about it. They're going to get it. Okay. So why is this important to do? Why do I want you guys to execute this? Think about it. How many of you guys didn't even notice there was a fucking message button on the side of these, on the side of the people that voted in your poll? If you knew that, drop yes. If you didn't, drop no in the chat. Okay. So everybody that's interested, on the 22nd hour, you are going to go in and send them that thing that you already created. That is why they are leads. There's people in here that opted in because they joined one of these from my page. So you're going to do this on your stories. And remember, the framework was you can do a poll, and then you can post your calendar, and then you can post a social proof, and then you can post call to action. Does that make sense, guys? Comment yes. So this is Brenda. She's somebody that I met in the PMU Women of Color Conference, and she was having a hard time closing a lead, okay? She has 180K followers. She does amazing work, so don't think like just because she has all that does not mean she still has trouble. One conversation with me, we closed that client in 30 minutes. I said, girl, what the hell? No, get the deposit. So when I tell you guys, close them, find a way to close them. Hey, so Tish said, let's congratulate Tish. She said, I ran the 5-woman play in my stories and got 1 lead thus far, paid lead. Coming in on Saturday. It's a win. Let's go. Okay, send me your receipts. Social proof for me. Congratulations, Tish. Super proud of you for executing. Okay. Secret number 3 is diversify your knowledge. This is super clutch to have during the holidays because this is not a service. Okay, this is not a service. It's a product. The digital space is a 7.9, projected to be a 7.9 trillion business by Forbes in 2027. Why don't you want some of that? I want some of that $1 trillion. And I already have my hand in the game. I've been in the digital space since COVID, where we had no choice. The salon lease is getting paid. I was selling t-shirts that said, back that ass up, literally, because 6 feet, back that ass up away from me. But also I needed to pay my damn lease. So I got into the digital game because of necessity. You guys are going to do it because you want to help people. Okay. So when I talk about making money while you are working is a vibe. Because like, let's say you're doing a class, an ombre brow class, and then some people buy courses from you. Now you're making money online while you're actually doing the service. While you're doing brows, you could be making money. While you're doing lips, you could be making money. While you're selling GLP-1s, you could be making money. And it does not necessarily have to match the thing that you're doing, okay? So I'll go over that in a little bit when we build an ebook together. But this is what it looks like on days that, you sell 2 online courses, $994. Some days you're not making money at the salon. Let's say you had the day off, you got to go see the kids. I get to volunteer at my kids' school now. I get to volunteer at their school because I don't need to be at the salon, but I'm gonna make $1,000 online. Okay, so people don't talk about that part as well. So this is another example. It's like 2 brow clients deposit and 1 brow class deposit, right, for the salon. But on the digital side, I made $1,300, almost $1,400. This is what it's like to leverage your genius. And yes, everybody and their mama got an online course now, but what's going to make you different is you. Don't be doing no cookie cutter ass freaking classes. Like, you got to come with your experience, with your heart, with your love, with the things that you want to protect people from, the mistakes that you made. This is why in the beginning I said, be about that cautionary life. Tell people the mistakes that you made so that it's now a shield to protect them. Everybody that buys my online courses knows it's a form of protection. Do not make the same mistake I did, because that shit's going to cost you. I don't care. I share my mistakes, and God's been giving me. I have been making mistakes since I can make decisions. So I feel like my life has always been like that because I was somebody that was supposed to help other people. If I made the right decision every time, I would not have gems to share. I would not have wisdom to share. So yes, my life did have to be a little bit harder, but for the fact of I had to heal from the guilt and the shame so I could share my experiences with other people so that they can know that they can do it too. Okay. So some of the benefits of a digital business is no fulfillment, no inventory, no overhead, low startup costs, and high profit margins. Why is it high profit margin? Because you only got to do that shit one time. The software to start this business is $97. That's one sale. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I have tried and failed at many businesses that were product-based businesses. I don't like fulfilling. I don't like going to the damn post office. I don't want to count inventory. Digital products was an answer from God. Okay. The real benefits that nobody talks about when it comes to digital products, and I want you guys to have this shit done by, if this is something you want to do, you got to do it before Black Friday. Like, now, you got to start working now. Can it be done? Absolutely. Because I'm going to teach you guys how to make a fucking ebook. But no more missing important life events. Okay. No more missing or stressing about client no-shows and cancellations. I'm not tripping, because if somebody no-shows or cancels on me, I'm going to go on a live and I'm going to sell some shit. I'm going to sell a damn course somewhere. If I want to run a last minute discount just to cover my costs for what I was supposed to make because of her, I'll bundle 3 courses and give it to them for $100. Only 5 though. I made my money. There's so many ways to make money, but we are in our feelings about the wrong shit. Okay. Being present for my loved ones. I never miss. How many of you guys remember being in school? And I was raised by a single father. So even though he would tell me that, oh, Jackie, I can't make it to your talent show, or I can't make it to that award ceremony, I'll be out there standing like this and looking out in the crowd. My sister was always there because we went to school together, but a part of me always hoped that he would show up, like surprise me somehow, right? And that shit's sad, because that's where the fear of disappointment comes in. You want to avoid that feeling, so you stop getting your hopes up. And I found myself, remember, in my course of making 100K a month, I found myself doing that shit to my kids. In my dad's defense, he had no control. His boss wouldn't give them the day off. What made it hurt a little more for me was because I did it. I could have took the day off, but I didn't. So again, I tell you guys these tales of like mistakes that I've made and trying to grow a business, because today I want you guys to write your whys, why you want to start a business, why you want to grow a business. And I want you to look at that shit, because if you don't stay on track, your whys are going to turn into the sacrifices. And you're going to try to trick yourself and tell yourself, oh, I'm doing this for them. I'm doing this. I'm trying to make money for them so they have a better life. Sometimes it's not giving them a better life doesn't necessarily talk about money. That's why there's all these fucking rich people walking around because they got nannies and shit. Nobody watching their kids. Their kid just doesn't feel love. Yeah, they're rich, but they ain't got no love. Not all money is good money. It's going to cost you too much. So stay on track. Keep your whys in your heart. Don't turn them into sacrifices, because that's where they will go if you don't get ahead of if you get too far from your goal. Okay, guys? And another thing is during times of illness, we talk about, you see it on social media. I'm on vacation, I'm making money, blah, blah, blah. I made money on vacation. What about the times that you can't work? Your kid's sick, you're sick. Like, no one talks about that shit. Having fucking passive income during those times helps significantly. Okay. So there's a lot of knowledge to be shared and money to be made. So do not count yourself out. A lot of the wisdom that you have is going to come from your life experiences in anything that you do. Okay. So when I tell you that people pay for results, they're not paying for it to be perfect. So if all y'all are sitting there like, oh, I have this digital product, but it's not perfect yet. Man, if you don't fucking launch that shit, because listen, we are on iPhone fucking 800. If Apple waited for an iPhone to be perfect, we would not have an iPhone. Launch it, redo it, keep working on it. If you remember a gem you want to give, fucking put it in there. It don't have to be perfect. If I waited for the perfect salon, I started my business in my son's room, I would not be here today. And y'all would not be listening to me right now if I would have waited for the perfect everything. Yes, I was doing fucking backyard boogie El Chapo brows in my house. It's illegal to do that. Absolutely. But I did it on the low. I was saving my money. And as soon as I could, I dipped. I was only taking clients, friends, family, and then close friends. And then once it started getting to the point of like, people are like, oh, where's your salon at? Do you have insurance? Like, I'll block you so fast when people would ask me that shit when I was doing, I blocked her like, you're a fucking op. Like, you're trying to set me up. I blocked people literally for asking me those fucking questions. It's an innocent question, but you are triggering me to no end, girl. You are a fucking op. You're trying to set me up. You're from the Department of Health. I blocked her literally. So, stay dedicated. Stop waiting for it to be perfect. The logo, like, cool, you have a logo, but it's not the end all be all. Okay. They're not paying for a fancy website. I'm gonna tell you about websites, and I'm gonna break that shit down to you, the difference between a website and a funnel. Okay. People don't care how many followers you have on social media. They just want to learn from you. If you do your lives and you show up on social media, you're transparent, you're honest, they will buy whatever the fuck you are selling because they know you're genuine. They just know you're genuine. One thing I like to do is lifetime access. And when I hired a team, they were like, you shouldn't do lifetime access, blah, blah, blah. So that's why there's half people that got lifetime access. There's people that don't, because I've always been on lifetime access shit. Because I've always felt like I'm never going to run out of products. I'm never going to run out of ideas. Keep that shit. Stay dedicated. Read it all the fucking time. Like, you know what I mean? Treat it like a textbook. So that's one thing that I always do for people. And I shouldn't have never listened to those people. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, well, they're hitting that 100K. They must be doing something right. But meanwhile, their disputes are like 200 disputes a month. And I only got 13 for the lifetime of my business. I literally only have 13 disputes. And I can't help shady bitches. You know what I mean? But 13 out of 6,000 is a great statistic. Because I don't take access away, because I know lives. We are parents. We got shit to do. I want you to have the opportunity to continue to learn. You get me? So the number one excuse I hear is I'm new to my industry. I don't have enough knowledge to create a digital product. You got to dead this. You got to dead this right now. Because at the end of the day, teach where you're at. I have a one-on-one mentee right now. I think she might be in here. And she's going through building her first salon. Guess what? All the things that she is going through, I gave her a framework to follow, and she's making a planner. That's her digital product. Teaching people how to open their first salon, and she's making a planner. And then I told her, hey, you know, since it's stressful for you, why don't you leave notes to your future students that get this ebook? Hey, today was really stressful for me. This almost made me quit, or I threw my laptop across the room. When you hit this point of your journey, please know that you're protected. God loves you. Don't quit. Give them, pour into them as you are venting about your own shit to yourself. It's form of journaling. And then give them a space to journal too. Like, okay, she's going through it. I feel the exact same way. Now it's a healing opportunity. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people out here that are making online courses, shitty online courses, or reselling online courses, man, if you don't knock that shit off, make one about yourself, your experiences, and be honest, be transparent. You know what I mean? So the truth is, you only have to be one step ahead of the person you are trying to teach. One step ahead. You don't have to be light years ahead of them, just one step ahead. So can I show you guys how to make an ebook with ChatGPT? Now, I don't want, again, we are not copy and pasting this shit as a book, okay? I want you guys to utilize it as a framework. But I'm gonna enter this into my ChatGPT. And in less than 5 minutes, here it is in the chat. So this one's just about, I'm new to the beauty industry as a beginner. I have experienced things that I want to protect other people from. The industry, for example, how to find a suitable trainer. How many of you guys, your first time you got training, you got a shitty trainer and you don't even talk to her no more because she ghosted you? Just comment yes. How many of you guys have experienced that? Where you got fucking rocked? Your first investment in business, they said they were gonna help you or marketing, they were gonna help you grow a business. Boom, you gave them your money, the course was done. They said, bitch, bye. See you later. How many of you guys that said yes will want to protect other people from that? Why not create a book? Okay, so here's the table of contents. Okay, here's the book, ebook title. It even gave me the starting your own brow business, avoiding costly mistakes and build a profitable, sustainable beauty brand. Table of contents, why I created this guide. Chapter 1, laying the foundation. Do you have what it takes? So write down, what about, you know, how did you know you had what it take? Had what it took to be dedicated to this business, okay? Finding the right trainer, abso-fucking-lutely. You better put everything, like, check all the boxes. You can even make it a checklist. Is she nice? Does she respond in a timely manner? And sometimes you're gonna get got, because some people will act one way, and then as soon as they get your money, it's a whole nother ass way. So you got to use your discernment. Let that gut instinct that God gave us as people, and more importantly, as women, do not get got. A lot of the people that get got is because they like the lifestyle. Like, oh shit, she has all these expensive bags. She has the car, blah, blah, blah. That's what's going to get you got real quick. If you let materialistic shit be the reason why you start a business or why you fuck with someone, I promise you that is not going to end well. Rachel said, I got to bite my tongue with them. Okay, building a solid business plan, choosing the right business coach. These are all solid things. So let's say, Jackie, this is a great outline, okay? But I don't know how to start a paragraph. I don't know what to say. So all I'm going to say is, can you expand? Why am I yelling at ChatGPT? We love ChatGPT. Expand. Sorry, I type like a chicken. I ran away from home during that part of school where you're supposed to learn how to type like a normal person. And I was in a continuation school, so I didn't get that part. But that just means you don't got to type well to be a millionaire. That's just proof of that, okay? Can you expand this section of the book? in 500 words. Okay. Again, do not be irresponsible when I'm giving you these gems. I'm just giving you an easier plan. You don't have to do it the way I did because ain't no way I had ChatGPT back in the day. But I'm giving you the opportunity to do it easier. Okay. So look, chapter 1 is already written out. Make it your own. Do I think you could finish a fucking ebook in like 2 hours? Yes. Guys, easy. Okay. But customize it. Make it about yourself. Write some stories behind it because people are going to know. They're going to fucking know. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be that person. And then at the end of it, if you are going to create a digital business, be supportive. Don't be fucking ghosting people. Don't be writing about shit that you don't know nothing about. Because when they go to ask you for like help, what you gonna say? You don't know nothing. So make ebooks about shit that you like, that you're passionate about, so that you want to help people and you feel confident to help people. You get me? Okay. So that is how we made an ebook. How many of you guys want to make an ebook? Comment yes. A lot of you probably thought, oh, that shit is difficult. I'm not doing that shit. Did I just show you how easy it was? You should have this for Black Friday. I'm not kidding. Because if it only took you 2-3 hours to make it and you sell it for fucking $27, what's $27? You ain't got to ship it. You don't got to pack it. They just buying it. Right? Okay. Let's go into this. The prompt is in the chat. Okay. Here's one for ombre brows. Like, let's say you wanted to do a mapping one, right? And you were like, look, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Let's just enter it into ChatGPT. Here's the mapping one. Did you guys see the other one in the chat? It just says you are a master level ombre brow artist. Can you please provide me with an outline for ombre brow mapping course? Here you go. You could do one for brown lammy. You could do one for, I use something else. I'm going to go over that with you guys on what platform I use and why. And it's clutch. I love it. Okay. So that is the prompts that I use. I want you guys to utilize them. And again, what did I promise? Am I delivering on my promise? I said, if you guys know I'm about to sell you some shit and it's coming. So just hold your horses. But did I not say that you are going to fucking have so much value before I do? You could leave right now and still have more game than when you walked in here. Because I always deliver. I'm not that person. I don't fuck with people's time. I don't fuck with people's freedom. There's just things that you don't fuck with people's money. Like those are just some rules that I have for myself, you know? So these are people that executed. This is Myra. She was in my mentorship program. She was new, but she was a lash artist that turned into a brow artist. And she hated social media. Now she all over social media. That girl stay talking on her stories, and I'm so proud of her for it. She told them what's she doing. She's driving. She ran out of electricity on her Tesla one time, or she was like damn near it. She just shared everything on there. I love it. I love to see her show up because guess what? She hated social media. She made a whole book about it. She said, An Introvert's Guide to Scaling Your Business. These are strategies she made as a lash artist that was able to grow a fucking business without using social media. How many of you guys are introverts? How many of you guys would buy this for $47? If she could give you the easiest plan to do something, like even if you're not an introvert, and let's say you're burnt out, you want to take a break from social media, I would buy that for $47 to learn some shit that she already did. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So understanding investing is super important. That's value. $47 to learn how she grew an entire lash business without having to do social media. Absolutely. Maria is somebody that took my Course Creator Pro Kit course. Now she's a published, she has a published book on Amazon. 2 years she's been having this idea. She was able to execute it within 2 months of taking my course. Because there's a framework there. Okay. So it's all about execution. You have to execute. This is my last secret, guys. I promise. Who's staying with me? Say, I'm awake. Wake up real quick. Wake up, wake up. Who is here? I try to be funny because I am just naturally a funny person, but it does keep the energy alive and you're able to learn more, I think, in a fun environment. Okay. So not knowing this secret cost me my first million. When I say my first million is because the very first digital product course that I launched was Hustle and Motivate. How many of you guys took H&M? And it was very inspired of Nipsey Hussle, Hustle and Motivate. So basically that course is divided in two sections. Everything that I did to grow my six-figure business, and then the motivate part, everything that I did to stay dedicated and not fucking quitting. So there's Hustle and Motivate. And it was very, and I just love Nipsey Hussle because of his like idea of the marathon, right? Like not quitting, keep going. Like, and getting to the point where it's like, it's so much more work to walk backwards than it is to just motherfucking keep going. That's literally how I'm so knee deep in this that I can't quit. It's so much more work to quit than it is to just keep pushing. So have that in your heart space whenever you're thinking about it. But the reason why that made that cost me my first million is because I did not have a sales funnel. Everything I do now is based on a sales funnel. This webinar that you guys were signed up for, guess what? You fell into a sales funnel. You guys have to understand the sales funnel because it makes sense to do it. Okay. So a website is a multi-page platform. The way I look at a website, the only reason why I have a website is to legitimize my business. If you have a bank loan, you want a loan from a business, guess what? They're going to ask for your website. You want to get Cherry, they're also asking for your website. Any kind of financing, they want to make sure you're a legitimate business before they give you any kind of money. That's the only reason why I have a website. Landing pages is a one single page. So for the event that I'm throwing in person on 11/9, that's a landing page. One page event, and it focused specifically on an event. Okay. A sales funnels is a series of pages. I get super excited because it's like a grocery store. Everybody in here has walked into a grocery store sometime this week. Okay. So think about it like this. They put everything strategically in certain areas of the grocery store for a specific reason. The milk and the eggs and the meat are all in the back. Why? If they knew that people wanted those things all the fucking time, wouldn't they put it in the front? No, not from a sales psychology point of view. They are putting that shit all the way in the back so you can walk past all the shit that you didn't need and go in there hungry. And now you're adding all kinds of shit in the cart that you didn't even want. I just needed eggs, milk, and a fucking roast butt or whatever. Why would they want to put it in the front? I mean, if I knew that this is why people were coming, they would put it in the front, right? Nope. Not in the funnel. We're putting that shit in the back. And then, so they're going to upsell you. That's called an upsell. Then the downsell, where's the downsell, guys? Think about the structure of a grocery store. Where does the downsell come? Now you got all the shit in your cart. You got the shit you needed. You got the shit you didn't need it. They're going to hit you with one more page. Consider this the funnel page. One more downsell page. They're going to hit you in the checkout aisle. Small ticket items, right? Gum. Oh, I need this. I need that. The kids are asking for Kit Kats. Now you got all kinds of shit in your cart and all you just needed was eggs and milk and whatever. Okay. So that's why having a sales funnel is super important. Like I cannot stress that enough. I literally have paid for a mentor just about sales funnels because I want to understand the behavior. I want to understand how to make a fucking sales funnel that's like execution based. So this is my low ticket funnel. And in this low ticket item, I'm selling my my 10 steps to open up shop. How many of you guys purchased that course where I teach people how to open their first storefront, the things that they should be asking, the things that they should know, asking for tenant improvement, credit, asking for free rent, things like that. There's so many women that open that salon with my help off a $27 or $47 ebook. Now it's in a bundle. They get the body art practitioner guide. They also get the infection prevention control template. They know how to do insurance. And then on top of that, they got a business credit ebook too with it. This shit is 27 bucks. But since I have an upsell page, guess what? They're getting upsold into the mini course, which it's me actually talk. If people don't like to read, I'm going to make a mini course for them to buy. And it's literally just me talking about the book. so that they can listen. People will buy that. A more detailed explanation of everything in the book? Absolutely. So what's that look like on here? This is the front end page, sales page, right? They're going to opt in at a low ticket. The upsell is going to be $197 for the whole course. You get 2 ebooks and the whole course, $197. Let's say they're like, oh, that's a little bit too much. I don't want to spend that much. Guess what? They're going to get hit with the downsell. The same fucking offer. And in the video, it's going to say, go try it. Try this funnel out. The first video is going to say, hey, if you're the type that likes a more detailed explanation, go ahead and add the mini course to your purchase. For $197, I'm going to break down everything. I'm going to be explaining to you detail by detail how to open your first storefront and build your business credit. And they're like, oh, $197, that's a lot. Guess what? They're going to see the next video. It's going to be the same fucking offer, but it's going to be $97. Hey, I noticed that you didn't add the mini course. This is really something that's going to benefit your growth and mindset for opening and get you prepared to open your first salon. You don't have to be stressed out. You don't have to feel alone when you have somebody that can teach you how to do it and guide you properly. So go ahead. So I'm going to offer this to you at $97. But once you leave this page, the offer is no longer available. So take the opportunity to add this to your cart now. That's what my video says. Okay. So they're either going to opt in at $197 or they're going to feel like, oh, fuck, $97, that's $100 off. I'm adding it in. So now the front end offer is $47 or $27. But now I walked away with $97. The people that opted in at $197 will never see the downsell. So it goes from here. Like, let's say they bought the front page and then they bought in at $197. Guess what? It's going to go straight to thank you. They're not going to see the downsell because they'll be like, what the fuck, bitch? I just bought it for $197. Now you're giving a discount. Why you? So the people that said no to this is actually going to go to the downsell. Does that make sense, guys? I paid a lot of money to be able to explain fucking funnels to people. How many people knew about funnels but didn't understand it in the way that I'm showing you today what it means? If you knew about funnels and now your mind is blown because you're like, damn it, I never saw it like this. Okay? Because now it makes a lot of sense. It makes a shit ton of sense. A lot of the funnels you see on Stan Store, they're not really built like this. Okay? She said, now I don't need to pay Neo. I actually didn't go to Neo for my mentorship in terms of funnels. I actually went somewhere else. I learned a lot from him, but the funnel, yeah, no. Okay, so this is what it looks like, guys. So this is what it looks like to have digital products. Okay, and you guys think like low ticket offers might not be a lot. You're not going to make a lot of money, but listen, a $20 ebook, 6 people a day, that's $120 a day for work you did one fucking time. That's the crazy part. $43K for the year off a low ticket item. Okay, let's say 10 people bought it. That's $200. That's $73K. How many people think $73K is life-changing money? Say me. $73K is life-changing. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, that shit's life-changing. And anybody can do it. A $97 product and 6 people bought it. That's $582 a day. That's $212K a year. If you stay 10 toes down and you continue to create content around inspiration, education, entertainment, guess what? That money can very well be yours. Don't not show up. Now, let's say 10 people bought it. That's $970 a day, $354K. That's literally how much Hustle and Motivate made the first year. But my problem was this. I did not have a fucking funnel. I had a landing page. I had a one page that did not even have an offer or an order bump or nothing on it. So instead of me just, this you without a funnel, post, you get the offer and you only make $47. Or you can have a funnel. You're going to post on social media. You're going to get the front end offer. Then you're going to upsell them. And now you made an average, your average person purchase is going to increase by significantly. Would I rather make $150 per person or $47 a person? That's what it's like not having an appropriate funnel. Okay. So this is the exact framework I want you guys to follow when you guys are doing your online courses. So you're going to post on IG. You're going to get many chats to do it. Okay. I fucking love ManyChats. How many of you guys use ManyChats? How many of you guys using it like real well? Where it's like they're getting fucking DMs from you 2 days from now from some shit they opted in like 3 days ago. Okay. It's important to understand how ManyChats works, but I love it. So you have to have the irresistible offer and then have an order bump, have an upsell, have a downsell. This is how you are going to make more money. And it's never been easier to make money on social media. That's why when I get all these man trolls, like you out here hating on me for having a business, but you're using social media to be a troll and I'm using it to make hella money. Without social media, I would not have hit 7 figures. It would have been hard to do it. But by using social media to grow my business instead of doing fuddy-duddy weirdo shit like these cornballs that are like trolling and being weird, like you broke and broken and it's telling. You know what I mean? So when I started my business, I had all kinds of subscriptions, almost totaling like $1,000. At the height of my business, it was like $2,000 worth of subscriptions, ClickFunnels, mobile text alert, Shopify, Thinkific, StanStore, all of this shit. I had them all. It wasn't until a friend put me on about ConvertEase. And what I found out was recently that ConvertEase is actually just a white label of Go High Level, but I love it. I literally love it. It has everything that I need. It has a CRM in it. It has a dedicated phone number. So that means you can text people from that platform online. Okay. It has email marketing. It has SMS marketing. You do get charged per email and per text, but it's pennies to the dollar. Pennies to the dollar. You know what I mean? So definitely if you don't have an SMS marketing system, you need to get one, especially for Black Friday. I'm telling you right now, they need to, people see their text messages before they see their emails. So get with the program. Okay. They have calendars and appointments. You could take calls from here. They have social media content schedulers. Okay. Jolene, can you drop that for them? Drop that in the link. Drop the link for ConvertEase. You guys can click. It's only $97. It's actually cheaper than StanStore. And you get all these features. Workflow automations. You can also use a ManyChat feature similar to this. They also house your courses and your memberships. Your online courses will be here too. So when I say everything is in one place, everything is in one place, both for my med spa and my digital business. And you can tag all of the people for the right spot. So I know that all these people came in for GLP-1. All these people are here for the webinar, okay? And they will never mix unless you mix them. You can create websites here. Funnels are made here. Websites are made here. So you don't have to go on Wix. Everything is in one fucking spot. When I tell you that if everything that I ever needed had it a baby, this would be the baby. So I love it. But give it a whirl. I think it's 7 days free trial. But don't give up, okay? It's a little hard to learn. When you feel frustrated about the platform, just know that it is going to be frustrating. It's like 10 different websites in fucking one website. So now you have to learn how to do ClickFunnels. You have to learn how to use Thinkific. You have to learn how to do all these things. So just take it one day at a time, okay? There's 3 types of leads that you're going to get in your business. And the leads are the dreamers, people that buy ebooks, workshops, lower ticket items. Those are the people that dream dreams, impulse buyers as well. Okay. The next type of lead is the DIYer. Okay. The DIY course people, oh, I just want to take one of her courses, blah, blah, blah. They're going to see your lifestyle and they like it. This is me and Gianna at a Drake concert, floor seats. I think we were in the 3rd row. That shit was $1,500 a ticket. Meanwhile, her first fucking, concert was a Justin Bieber concert and I could touch the back of the wall. In this fucking concert, Gianna touched Drake's arm. So you would go from a broken place of like, just trying your best to be a single mom. You could touch the back of the wall, your nose bleeding, to a place where you could take your kids to a concert and now they're touching Drake's arm instead of the fucking nosebleed wall. That's wild. So talk about those experiences. Tell them that they can do this too. My thing for my kids is I don't want to have to tell them no. I don't want to be the mom that has to get my card declined while all these groceries are on the fucking thing. And I got to tell my kid, no, you can't have those cookies because I can't afford it. I want to be only to tell them no because they don't deserve it. because they did, you know, so I always want to say yes. And then the other people are just people that want to work with you. They just want to work with you. Jackie, I just need to talk to you. I'm gonna tell you straight up what I need. Fucking help me. I don't want to read your course. I want a fucking ebook. I just want to work directly with you. So you could drop which one you are, 1, 2, or 3. One is the ebook person. The other is the DIYer, or you could be all of them. You know what I mean? There's people in here that have done all the stuff that I offer. Okay. So I want to know if you guys have received enough value. We can go home, but if you want more, just say more in the chat. I know it's a lot. Bear with me. We're almost done. You could take that ebook, okay? That ebook that we created, and you can literally turn that into 1K, 1 to 5K a week. Easily. I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So you are going to take that same ebook and you are going to expand it. Okay? You are going to expand it into a mini course. Then you're going to expand it into a full-blown online course. Then you're going to start hosting master classes about that topic because you love it. You're going to be holding webinars just like I am. And then you're going to build an entire coaching program, high-ticket coaching program to help people. But this is my thing. When I create products, I know that I reach so many people and everybody is at different points in their journey that I create offers for those people. If you don't feel like you're ready to invest a lot, guess what? You could go get an ebook and learn. You're going to learn a lot, but you got to like reading. You know what I mean? Or get the computer to read it to you. You have to have an offer for everybody. Okay? This is Rose, and she took my Course Creator Pro Kit. On her launch day, I think she sold like 8. She did this 6 days or 8. Yeah, 6 days after taking my course. She implemented everything and sold 8 courses. I think in her course was $97 in 1 day. She already made her money back. But you got to do the work. Some people don't even log into the shit they buy from me. It's just sitting in their damn email. You know what I mean? This is another case study. Kayla. She's somebody in my mentorship. She's in my group mentorship, but having the ability to text me a picture, hey, Jackie, if you're busy, can you help me with this client? Within 20 minutes, maybe, we closed this client at $100 more because I told her what to say. Sometimes people don't know what to say in the DM, and that's what gets them fucked up. They're making content, they're doing great. They don't know when to take their marketing hat off versus their sales hat. You got to put your sales hat on. You know what I mean? So if you are still operating without me, just you with me, going viral, I only dedicate 10% of my effort into that. I don't really even care about virality. It just does not matter to me. Okay. Growth strategies, 100%. That's 80% of what I'm doing. I'm dedicating my growth strategies, whether it's growing on social media, growing in conversion, growing in knowledge. I'm doing a lot of growth, period. Okay. Another thing is client journey from content into my funnel. What does that look like for them? What should that look like for you? And don't think just because it's a service, you don't need a funnel. You absolutely need a funnel, even if it's for a service-based business, okay? I have a funnel specifically for my weight loss, okay? And then 100% to closing in the DM. You can get all the leads you want. You can go viral all you want, but if you fumble the bag in the DM, it don't matter. So you need to have all of these things in place, and those are the things that I focus on. So you currently, before this webinar, this was probably you post with no purpose, no pipeline or funnel. The offer is weak because you don't know what to say, no sales or closing knowledge, and you're burnt out with a dash of imposter syndrome. So who's that? Who is that with the burnt out imposter syndrome? Okay, so this is my thing. We're almost done. If you are not willing to sacrifice for what you want is going to be the sacrifice. Take a picture of that. Make it the fucking wallpaper of your shit because it's the truth. If you are not willing to sacrifice for the things that you want, for the growth that you want, what you want is going to end up being the thing that you pay. Okay? So if you're somebody who executes and is serious about making additional money and income from your phone, this is for you. This is all remote based. I can teach you how to do all this shit in my sleep from my phone. Okay? If you're somebody that wants to dedicate 2 to 3 hours to grow multiple streams of income, absolutely, because we are all service-based businesses. Do I think everybody in here should have some sort of digital product or lead magnet? Absolutely, because they all serve a purpose, okay? If you're someone who wants to take their business to the next level and want to be personally coached by me, I will hold your hand. I will answer your DMs. We will talk in the Telegram group. Yes. And I respond. And you ain't getting a fake, oh, this is your director. Nah, man, it's fucking me. You're literally talking to only me because that shit's weird. Okay. I will give you all the tools to be successful. I will take you there, but you gotta want to come. Okay. So I just want you guys to understand that you will always be the safest bet you can make. I pride myself in being a student forever. I take coaching all the time because I know that I will take whatever this person teaches me and I will make money fucking doing it. I will always make my money back regardless. You have to be that person. So one of the things in this program is 6 ways to make money online. It's usually $197, but these are the step-by-step strategies I'm going to give you on how to make money from your phone. If you are not good with ChatGPT or Canva, this is the course. This is also in that program. $297 in value. Okay. Sales funnels mastery. If you got bopped upside the head today about sales funnels and you had no idea what the hell it was, and you're like, oh my God, this is a lot. I'm going to give you 10 different types of funnels that you need. And you're going to know when to use it and how to use it. $397. Course Creator Pro Kit. For those that want to create online courses, you need this. You absolutely do. And I'm going to teach you the easiest way to do it. How to build your first ebook. We already got a little bit of the preview, but there's more information in here. For the people that don't like to post every day, here's some faceless Instagram posts. Just fucking post, put a little caption on it. I'm going to teach you right now. If you guys open CapCut and you just put motivational, it will give you a whole ass template. Literally. And all you got to do is put a video of you working or cleaning the salon. The next thing is for the people that are having a hard time struggling with the mindset around TikToks and Reels, this is going to help you overcome that. So $97, but let me know if you guys want more. That's a lot of shit already, but if you want more in this offer, do you want to learn how to take your training manual and turn it into an online course? Because literally it's fucking easy and people would be shook, okay? 30-day business growth challenge. If you don't know about tax write-offs, LLCs, all that, after 30 days, every day you have a task to complete, you will have that legitimate business up. I had to include Hustle and Motivate because it's my first baby, but it's $197. Everything I wish I knew the first year of my business. Now, this is where it gets good because now you have the opportunity to be in a Telegram group with me. For anyone that's in my Telegram group, if you are in here right now, it's a vibe in there because all we do is close. We close clients all day long for the people that are in there doing that. So this is a person, Kayla. Again, it's Kayla. And she always asks for help because yes, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So be about that Telegram life. Be in there, be active because the more you are, the more you'll learn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Okay. So all she did was, I think this was at 10:11. Can you please help me close this client so her lead doesn't go cold? And I said, oh, here it is. Okay. I said some shit to her and by 10:21, 10 minutes later, closed. That's what it's like because I'm ghostwriting your shit. I will literally ghostwrite what to say. I don't care because eventually the more leads you put in that chat, you're going to understand the framework that I'm using, what I'm fucking saying, the tonality and all that shit. So yeah, I will ghostwrite for you because I don't care. You're getting that lead. You're getting that deposit. These are other women that are in the group currently. They've been in there for a long time. And we just love that community. That's usually $497, but it's in the program, okay? So these are fast action bonus items. For people that act right now, these are the things that you're going to get. You're going to get a content and closing call. Every Monday, we are going to meet and we are going to talk specifically about your business. It is a group coaching experience, but you are going to learn content and framework during that class to execute for the rest of the week. And the whole goal is during the week, when you're doing these strategies, you're going to send screenshots into the Telegram group so we could close all these fucking leads. Let's close these leads. You're not making content just to make content. We are closing them. We are turning them into paying clients, okay? The next one is a master resell right. So you're going to get master resell rights. If you want to create online courses and you just want to launch something already, you're going to get 2 ebooks from me. One is the 10 steps to open up shop ebook. It's actually PLR. So basically you can put your face on it. I don't care. Make it yours. Don't matter to me. You don't got to say I did it. Say you did it because it doesn't matter. It's really good information, but also personalize it, right? And then you get a social media planner that I want you guys to sell. This one's my favorite. You will get a clone of my funnel. That funnel that I showed you guys, you will get a clone of it. If you sign up for ConvertEase, all you have to do is say, Jackie, I really like ConvertEase. I'm going to stick to it. We will send you a funnel clone. That means you can use this. That shit cost me $5,000. Okay. And I'm not even playing, but it works because you guys are all here. And every week that funnel will be funneling like for real. So these are all the things included in this program. I know it sounds expensive. Okay. So how many of you guys think it's expensive? Just drop in the comments if you think it's expensive. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the cost. It's not expensive. For 10 spots, it's $747 for all that stuff, the group calls and the Telegram group. I cannot make it any cheaper. I literally can't. Straight up mentoring. There's programs out there that's like that for 15K, 10K, 5K. That shit is $747, but only for 10 people. Jolene, please close it at 10, okay? The payment plans on Afterpay, on Klarna, Affirm. I like Affirm better, but it's $124.50 for 6 months. Do I think if you are literally doing everything that I say, look at the leads that you're getting now. If you're doing the work, like I said to do, okay, and you're in the Telegram group, sending your leads in for assistance in closing, do I think you will make $124? Do I think your payment will be covered? Absolutely. But if you're too scared to spend $124, which literally that's one day at fucking Outback Steakhouse, just don't go. It's literally one night out. That's a few drinks. Don't fucking go. Sacrifice going out to eat one time a month to get the knowledge you need to get to your 6-figure business. I can't help you. If you want to give Outback your money, great. You're going to have the 124 regardless. But if you give it to me, at least if you're participating, we're going to make that money back tenfold. You get what I'm saying? Okay, the next one I want you guys to consider is this. These are the type of people you are, and I have an offer for everyone. So let's be clear. If you are not ready to be a 747 10Xer, you don't want to work with me, or you feel like you don't got it, you're still on that scarcity mindset, I would recommend you doing Money Moves. Money Moves has all those frameworks. All of the shit that I talked about, I gave you what, 5? There's like 18 of them in there. And it teaches you exactly what to post, how to post it, what to say. So all the framework, everything I do to make money, all in this course. Jolene, can you drop that Money Moves course? Okay. For those, and this is what's in Money Moves. ChatGPT is in there. I break down in detail each one. I show you different types of content that I have that falls into those categories. I teach you about ads. I teach you about tonality, and also teach you how to close. Okay. It's not the same vibe as being in the room with me, but at least you get to hear me talk. It's not something that you have to read. I'm actually explaining everything. So if you are not in a space where you want to do that, definitely do this. It's $100 off because you're in this webinar. I know you're tired, but you stuck it through, you thugged it out, and you are here. You learned a lot of shit, so you get $100 off. It was $497. It's now $397, but only for 10. Jolene, can you she set it at 10 people. Only 10 people can use that code. Okay. Next, and here's the payment plan. Again, I can't help you. If you don't want to not go to Outback, if Outback is your shit, Outback ain't making you money. Okay. I'm going to make you money. If you come hang out with me, I'm going to make you money. But if you want to give Outback your $115.67, that's between you and Outback. Okay. So don't do it. Give me your money and I will make something of it. And I will teach you a lot of shit. But those are the payment plans, $115 for 6 months. The next one is the last event that I have. This is something we're doing for Q4. The reason why this is important, guys, Q4 is when people start giving money away. That's when all the grants start granting. Okay. So we have a grant specialist coming in to talk about grants. how you can get that free money. The reason why I invited her is because she's getting me free money. 10K program. She found me a grant for 10K, one for 15K and one for 25K. Why do I want grants? Because I want to increase my ad spend. I'm using that shit for expansion and my ads. You better believe my Q1 ads are about to be seen fucking everywhere. Because now I don't got to use my money. I'm using other people's money to do it. Okay. So if you need to understand grants, yes. If you don't have a tax strategy, you need to come. There are virtual seats for this and in person. Definitely, if you can come in person, come, because we're gonna have food, we're gonna have raffling, we're gonna have a bartender, mimosa bar. It's gonna be a vibe. So it's only $67 for in person. It's from 12 to 5. And we're gonna have raffles, but more importantly, we're gonna go over a lot of strategies in terms of accounting, how to know your sustainable business, as well as the tax strategies you need to have for Q4. We're gonna go over grants, and then we're gonna go over social media, and then we're gonna do, if you want to open a med spa and you're a nurse, Kiana is coming, Dr. Jones is coming. She has helped me tremendously amongst a lot of other women. She is a perfect resource for starting up a med spa. When I tell you that I did it with her in 2 months, I did it with her in 2 months, but I wanted to go fast. So working with her one-on-one really helped me. So it just depends on how fast you want to grow. If you don't want to grow fast, then cool, keep doing what you're doing. Because if you don't opt in at one of these offers, what's going to happen to you is you're going to go back to your default pattern. If you don't learn something new today and you don't have the guidance or the framework to execute it, you are going to go back to your default. Okay. And we don't need that. We don't want that. Again, nobody here should be leaving with no 20% off offer for Black Friday. Am I right? But those are the options that you guys have. Jolene, please close at 10. And remember, if there's a specific link that you want, please ask for it in the chat. Okay, ask for it in the chat if you want the event, if you want money moves, copy it. If you want to join the mentorship, you're going to love it. I will see you there. We have a call on Monday and we are going over strategies again, specifically for your business. Because now you have me in the group chat and we're going to do it detailed to your specific business. Okay. So if you guys want, Martina, DM me for the one-on-one mentorship. That's different. That's not in here. Only the group one. Okay, Martina, the group one is in here, but the one-on-one is not. But that one, just to say, it comes with its own funnel. You get a custom funnel for yourself, straight up. Okay. Innovate to Elevate might be recorded. I'm still thinking about it, but it might be. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I might. I don't know. Me and Jolene will talk about it. I'll put it in my, for those who are asking to extend, please DM your email. Okay, can you guys DM your email if you guys are having trouble checking out? Hey, Tish. Tish made $700. I'm taking a picture of that. Tish made $700 and hasn't even given me no money. You better be in this mentorship because you just paid for it. You just literally paid for your own mentorship by executing. But this is why it's important. She did not sit on her shit. She literally said, okay, Jackie said to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. And that's why she made $700. Congratulations, Tish. Let's go. Super proud of you, mama. Okay. So, Jolene, remember, close it out. Cam, if you're having issues, maybe drop the links one more time. Okay, I'm going to take 2 questions during the Q&A. Go ahead and raise your hand if you have a question for me. And again, if you have if you need help, DM or drop in the chat your email and Jolene will email you. Just so we don't want it to get lost in this chat when we exit out, okay? Okay, who got a question for me? Whoever comes off the mic first, let's go. It could be about your business. It could be about your personal life. Don't matter to me. Ask away, ask the question. Nobody's got a question after all those gems I gave. Nobody has not one fucking, well, maybe that's a good thing because that means I was very clear about everything that I need you to execute. Okay. So even if you guys don't want to attend the in-person, you don't want to get money moves, you don't want to get the mentorship, please, like I said in the beginning, pay attention like you paid to be here. There's so much information that I gave you guys, and yes, it could be overwhelming, but I at least hope that you guys walked away with a few things to execute during the webinar, during the course of your business, and also very much so Black Friday. Okay, guys? So since nobody has any questions, I know everyone's tired. I got East Coast people in here. I got West Coast people in here that are hungry. Like, damn, she fucking straight talked for 3 fucking hours. We're done with Jackie. I don't want to see her for the next 2-3 days. Guys, I hope you guys learned a lot. I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the webinar and you did feel like you learned a lot, it would really help me in my business if you guys sent me a DM about your experience, the things that you learned. You know me, we need social proof, so throw it over, send it in my DM, and I will tag you and feature you. If you want to put your location and the services you offer when you get this done, remember, reciprocity. I got to make it beneficial for both of us. Tag what you do, your services, and your profile. So when I go to repost your social proof, you get a little shout out too, okay? Everybody making money here. That's how I like it. Okay, so you guys have an amazing evening. I hope everyone really enjoyed themselves here. If you guys have any questions for me or Jolene, again, please drop your email in the chat if you are still having issues. I know sometimes it's fucking glitchy on Affirm, okay? But nonetheless, thank you guys for spending time with me. I will see you guys on Instagram. Shannon, I'm gonna be seeing you for sure more on Instagram. I'm really proud of you. Okay, guys, have a good night. Thank you.